Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Temp. It's been a while, but now we're back, and to give a short recap, you can go watch our other sessions. But to give just a little lore tidbit, to let you in on some context. In this nation of Crussus, there's an organization called the Shadow Guard. Instead of having a in place and active law system, they instead have agents hidden among the villagers. That if something significant enough were to happen to influence a town, they would step into play and keep the order of the land. We zoom in now to the Crussian town of San Jash with a Mr. Helios Murphy. You are waking up in your room at the altar of knowledge.
I kind of wake up in the morning, stretch my legs, and open up my pocket and take out my Weasel Owen. I go, alright, we've got a big day today, so just make sure you act good in front of all the new people. Alright, put them back in my pocket and turn out and get out of bed. And so just kind of prep myself in the morning, get ready to go down to the gentleman's office.
Okay.
Do you sleep with Owen in your pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I also keep my leather belt on me.
Also, when you go to sleep and you forget to take your wallet out.
Yeah.
Then it's under your bed the next day.
Yeah, when you wear jeans.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you leave, roll a perception for me.
Absolutely. Quality 4.
4. Well, never mind. You notice that everybody's in a buzz, but you don't really catch what it is. You just notice that something feels off about the day.
I will go and check with the front people running the library, see if the rat man is around.
As you do, and what do you say to him?
Oh, hello. I know I talked to you yesterday. I gave you the picture of the fellow I drew. Have you seen him around, possibly? Has he been causing any amount of ruckus? I'm kind of worried.
No, and this is a shorter blonde gentleman with green eyes. We haven't seen him around. Honestly, I really think he was just playing a prank on you. So, I wouldn't stress about it too bad.
Alright. Well, hope you have a good, nice day. Said I'll check out a lot of books.
No.
I'll have to go out. Okay. See?
And as you leave him to his
Don't go
cringe 9 to 5, you head to the gentleman's place.
I go on a terrific adventure.
Gentlemen, how do you wake up this fine morning at 8 p.m.?
What's it look like outside? Out the window?
It's a little cloudy, a little murky. Roll a perception for me.
Decisive. We're looking at a fat 6.
Oh, cool. You see that everybody is moving around. Yeah,
Whoa. Crazy town.
it is a good time. You plant both hands on the sides of your hip, and you go, today is going to be a good day.
And I'll get dressed.
Yeah.
Ready for it. Let's check in. I want to check in on my bird.
Okay.
See how Mobius is doing.
Okay, so you use the bird to flutter through the air, and you let it twinkle over to where you know is their motel room, and you perch it right on the front window. They have not drawn the curtains. And you see that right now, they're just waking up. For instance, what do you two do?
Sleep. I'm an old man. I don't have time to wake up in the morning.
He stays sleeping. Oh, for your context, it's 8 in the morning.
Yes.
stay sleeping?
I
What
do
you
my
Morgan?
darndest.
Yeah, I'll probably nervous clean.
Okay.
I'll be like, that's crazy. Make bed, clean dresser, get rid of any evidence. Best I can, sort of deal.
Okay. Okay. So you just see Mobius cleaning. All right. Do you do anything else?
I'll begin heading over to the Solutions and Scrolls to check in on how they're doing.
Okay.
As sort of my first stop.
Okay.
And then I'll head over to the motel.
As you, because you don't know where his hotel room is, you're going to Solutions and Scrolls,
Yes.
and you guys meet each other there. As you see the large construction crew, and they're moving. They don't need to do any major foundation work. They just need to add on.
Right.
So right now they're just digging into the mud so that they can lay the extra groundwork. And you see they have a nice patch of land cut out.
Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to see you. Why are these people tearing apart your house?
The business that I talked about was on expansion.
Oh, I thought you were talking about paper businesses and scrolls. Okay, that's nice. So you're expanding your business. That's nice. It's hard to do around these parts. Where's
Yes.
everybody else?
They're in the motel room.
Oh, you guys got a hotel. I forgot about that. All right. Should we go visit them?
Yep.
All right.
Make our way.
Okay.
Do
So-
we notice the bird?
Roll a perception.
Well, I want to be looking for it, because I'd be too mad.
What's your passive?
I think it's like 15.
Then yes, roll a history to see if it's the same bird.
Can you?
Oh no.
Bird watching perk.
It's like what?
This is a lot of
12.
requirements.
12.
Mm.
It looks familiar. You can't say that it's exactly Gentle's bird, but it's the same species.
Crazy.
It's like looking at two beagles side by side that have the same blotches.
Dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'll just keep nervous cleaning. I want this place to be like chrome by the time I'm
Okay.
done.
Then, as you two arrive, you open up the door. Do you wake up?
Unfortunately, yes.
I would just knock.
Okay.
It's loud enough to disturb me.
One last sweep of the room.
Roll performance.
Incredible. Am I proficient in this kind of performance?
Yes.
Incredible. 14.
14. Okay. With a 14, you know that there's nothing. You know, after all of your prep work from last night and everything that you did, there's nothing that's going to be painfully obvious. And then with your extra cleaning, you feel fairly confident in yourself.
Chill. Then I'll be lying to the door.
Okay.
Man, open.
Good
Morning.
Oh, the both of you. Come in.
Oh, is it?
Nice to see you
Morning.
guys again.
Sorry to disturb your slumber.
Are you finally done with your dinner?
Dinner? It's
Yes.
8 a.m.
No, last night.
Oh,
Get
did you
up.
guys go out?
More or less. Take out, if you will.
Oh, did they take you out?
No.
Oh, okay. That's not
Treat to themselves.
So,
Did you sleep well?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Why's that? This is a pretty nice place. Please stand up.
because I'm old. I don't sleep well anymore.
All right. Sorry.
Well then. Are we up for revisiting the ruin today?
oh, you'll be going this time.
Yes.
Thankfully.
I'll save you. So, you want to go now?
Oh, we can. What materials were you able to acquire last night?
I turn to a ladder that is definitely not in my inventory.
You turn to all the resources that you bought. You essentially bought 2 adventurers packs with ladders. That's basically it. Bought rope 4 things of rope, 4 things of torches.
I literally have it right here. Yeah. So yeah, I gesture to the hodgepodge of supplies. So who wants what?
Why would you get torches? I mean, I'm sorry, I just don't normally use oil lanterns.
We can always dip them in that flame we saw.
Was it not bright enough inside?
No, we could try. Don't bring them.
I won't be carrying them.
Oh, if you think they're important, I can carry them.
Splendid. So may we be on our way?
Yeah,
Am I here?
I've got nothing better to do.
Might want to eat
As good a time as any. No, we don't need that. Let us go.
Alright then. It's an hour away.
We'll get there before the crypt keepers wake up. If there's any monsters down there or something. They're probably sleeping.
Let's hope.
Okay. So, do you guys go eat first, or do you guys go to the tomb first?
I suppose it would be a bad idea not to eat, but
Time
we should eat. We should eat.
I'll put my briefcase under the dresser. Is there like a space, like with its 4 legs? Or is it flat bonked?
The dresser is flat bonked, and then there's no table or anything like that. It's just the 4 legs that go up with 3 individual rows or drawers. Cool.
Cool. Sick. 3rd drawer briefcase shot.
Okay.
You can tell today that I'm kind of like leaning on my cane more as I'm walking.
Age.
Okay. Where do you guys go to eat?
Well, I suppose downstairs.
Actually, I'm quite nauseous. I'm going to
I wonder why.
get some things together. Maybe draw a plan of the crypt. But you go up. Just pick me up after.
If you insist,
Alright.
let us go then. Go on, be on your way.
I'm staying here. Go.
What have you to do?
I have everything to do.
Fine. Let us go.
I'll walk out the door and wait for your direction.
I walk downstairs, outside, back around to inside to where there are tables to sit down and eat.
Okay. And you see the normal attendant. You never got his name.
No, I did not care.
Just blub over and waddle his way. How can I help you?
What have you for breakfast?
Well, we have spouch. We have spittle. We got milly whoppers.
Do you have food?
We got pancakes.
I would love that.
All right. And you see him go back and then reach out a window and take a corn. Just a solid, unshucked corn. And then walk to the back.
Suspicion.
Relative.
Fair.
Then you see him take like about 15 to 20 minutes. And then you see pancakes just on a plate. Do you trust these new cakes?
Absolutely not, but it's better than nothing.
Fair. You followed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As did I.
Okay. So, you see the pancake sit down, and you see him turn to you too. Can I get anything else?
Oh, normally I take oatmeal in the morning.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, you have any of that?
I can check. Normally, oatmeal.
I mean, it's just oats and hot water.
Oats and hot. I got it.
Not the same thing.
And you see him go back. Another 20 minutes. He comes back,
It's taking a while for oatmeal.
and then he puts it down.
Spend 20 minutes.
We call it spittle.
I've never heard that. I'll take a spoon and take a bite.
Oh, are you from here?
Well, been to this place. I
Yeah.
normally stay in the library.
But in breakfast, have you been here? Are you from here for breakfast?
No.
You weren't born here. You don't know our ways.
No. I'm sorry. I was.
Do you want to know the rest of the menus?
Nah. I'm
Okay.
good.
And then you see him waddled away. So what do you guys do?
Eat more?
Just
I guess
smack
so.
down some oatmeal. Okay.
It's called spittle.
Thanks.
Yes.
These remind me of any pancakes I've had in the past.
They're corn cakes.
Okay.
I'd be concerned if it did.
It was just unrelated if you needed corn.
No, they have a weird tart fruity flavor, and then as you
From-
look back into it, there's just no fruit. I lied. They're corn cakes.
I'm sure it's okay. It's like black cornbread.
You should.
I mean, flat.
No.
Okay. So, what do you guys do after eating such a wonderful breakfast?
Well, while we're eating, is there something wrong with Mobius?
What isn't wrong with Mobius?
He did seem a bit sick this morning.
He did.
Did you guys drink last night? Nothing
God,
against
no.
you. I just don't like to do it on weeknights.
Well, you insinuated that you knew something.
I know a lot of things.
You were
Could you care to be
referencing
more
something.
specific?
You were referencing maybe the direct reason why he is queasy?
Also, you said something about taking out last night. But you didn't leave, you said.
I believe he has more answers for you than I. It is not my story to tell.
Or maybe you saw something cool. Okay.
Where is he?
I mean, we left him in your room. He's probably still there.
Should be down by now. What did he need to do?
What did you need to do?
How much time have they been receiving corn
Like
cakes?
40 minutes.
Then I might be walking in as they say that.
Okay.
But up there, I will be. I wanted to. First and foremost, I wanted to. In panic, because I don't do this.
Yes.
I will open briefcase.
Okay.
Bones.
Mhm.
I then will. I have not eaten breakfast.
Mhm.
How many of these bones can I consume? It's a full woman's skeleton.
Yeah, it's a full skeleton. There's over 300 bones there.
Not all bones are created equal.
There are large
Thanks, Hayes. But, okay. Here's how I'll answer it. Which bones do you go to eat first?
Well, if I look at this woman's bones and I go, yeah, this is not a one-sitting thing.
It's not.
No, yeah, I figured not. Just wanted to check.
Yeah.
What can I do? Bringing it to the crypt would be funny, but a bad idea.
Perfect place to put bones. Literally the place bones are meant to be put.
Fair point.
Honestly, yeah. Oof. I'll eat as many as I can.
Okay. Roll
I need
a
breakfast.
con save.
Oh, not bad. That is going to be 12.
12.
Yeah.
So you're able to get through a right hand, which is pretty good. Pretty good for, like, how long would you commit to eating the bones before you would give up?
It's free breakfast and I have time. So it's like, if I'm full and I don't want to, like, feel like crap for the rest of the day, I'm going to be like, okay.
Okay, so you would get through a hand, and as you would bite into it, all the marrow would, like, gush over, so it's like a hard tack gusher. It's, yeah, you've had them before, but they're not your favorite.
Okay. And then I will...
And as you get through the entire hand, it's like sugar hits the back of your throat, and you get that sugar clot, and you just feel full.
Oh, I'm on a higher Okay. Then I'll just put it back in the briefcase. And then I will actually go down with my briefcase.
Okay. So, as you guys are wrapping up your conversation, you see Mobius enter.
Sorry. How was breakfast?
We ate.
I'm sure you did.
I had some spittle.
I'm sorry. And I'll just kind of...
Oh, it's oatmeal. They call it something different here. Specifically, I'm pretty sure at this restaurant, they call it something different.
Okay. So, we're fed. Supplies are upstairs. Do we have a game plan? Or are we just going to run around until we find something?
Can the three of you draw a map of what you
I'm
had?
great at drawing.
That is true.
I'll take out my leather notebook strap, take out my drawing book, flip past my page of Roberta, and then start to draw a picture of where we've been before in the map.
Okay, roll a history to see how accurate you are.
Wrong dungeon.
You should have known better before
16.
you drew the dungeon. 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a little disoriented about 3/4 of the way through, as after the pit, it's a little dicey. But you're able to get up until that point.
I remember everything up until the point I got stabbed through the abdomen. But before that, golden.
It seems relatively uniform. Seems to repeat. It's when we got past the pit that it got stranger, so I don't blame you for not remembering.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that you had a great story to tell.
I do. I have many. Can you be more specific?
About last night.
Oh, later.
Oh, okay.
How was your night?
Good. I realized this morning that I think I sprained my ankle. So
Oh, I'm sorry. How's Owen? On a more positive note.
tired.
Okay.
A lot of adventuring yesterday. Normally he's not used to that. He just kind of sits and pretends to read books.
Pretends.
Owen can't read. He's a weasel.
I hadn't considered that.
If you were a weasel, you think you could read?
I'm not a weasel.
But if
How
you
would
were,
I know?
I know that no one, Owen can't.
If I were a weasel, I'd be an intelligent weasel.
So I think it's about time we go to the crypt. Is everybody ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You seem to be complaining about your ankle. Well, complained once.
But still, will it be a problem?
No, I mean, maybe I could like rub it a bit, try and loosen things up.
If you are so confident, it will be no issue then. Let us go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you've been there, you know the way. It's just a short walk past Logan's farm, and you're there. And you see that the doors have remained open as you have left them.
I'm gonna try and check if there's any footprints that are different from ours around the entrance to the crypt.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll a survival.
Good brain.
Let's go for a 14.
14. Nothing really tips you off that anything has gone in or out. However, you do see the remnants of some small animal tracks. You see some rabbit and you see some skunk.
No.
That's about it.
There may be something stinky down in here, other than corpses.
Oh.
I think I've spotted the skunk's tracks. Not something to be that worried about, though. Should be fine.
Thanks for the update.
I'm ready to enter.
Let us go.
I almost forgot. I need to do one thing. I
Oh.
realized yesterday that this can be somewhat dangerous. So I'm going to do a quick summoning ritual to protect us.
Can we do a rain check? I'll be right back.
If you want to run in while I do it real quick, is that...
You can come with me. I just don't want to do it here. I have to go that way into the woods.
Where are you going?
Well, not towards Logan's farm. A nondescript woods.
Pick a direction.
North.
Okay. Do any of you follow?
I do.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you try and keep yourself hidden?
From him?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
You may follow.
I will follow as well.
Okay.
And I'll have Owen stay at the crypt just in case.
Okay.
I will stay with Owen.
Teach him to read.
I put him down on the ground in front of you. And then just walk away.
Okay. So, what do you do?
Get to a relatively open area where three of us could talk without it being stupid.
Yes.
And I will just put it on the ground, open it up, flip it open.
Did you steal those yesterday?
No.
Okay.
How fresh do these bones look?
Old.
They look picked white. You know how when you eat like a rib off of a barbecue and it
Yeah.
looks like teeth, like crest. 9 out of 10 dentists would recommend looking
Really?
at these bones.
Thank you.
You did a good job on that.
Appreciate it.
And one hand's missing. If you roll medicine, you can know which.
What? I'll attempt.
Do you know thumbs?
I know. 22.
I don't.
The right hand.
You do know.
The wrong
It
hand.
was the left hand.
Well, that's the right hand.
Anyway,
Stage right.
Correct.
there you go.
I'm sorry. Is this something that your people do? I just haven't met any.
Sit down. Give me your words, you flip out. In the few days you've known me,
I take a breath. And I take a seat on the nearest patch of wood.
Okay. There's a log nearby.
we cut down a tree so we could sit.
There you go.
I'll also sit on the log.
Team human.
You've known me for about a few days.
Yes.
You do not have a full understanding of my character, even though I would love you to. I would like to think you wouldn't think that I would just kill someone for fun. Are we there?
No, it's the hesitation of you telling me who it is that has me worried.
Ah,
That it is someone important.
it is someone important, yes. However, me and the old man were in danger, presumed danger, and I reacted accordingly. I'm responsible for my actions and will not be dishonest of them. However, I think me telling you this is significant. I could have easily hidden this from you.
So, was it like a burglar or a criminal?
I thought so. I got my briefcase at your shop. It was under construction. I went back. Turns out I left the door unlocked. I walk into the old man sleeping in a chair, and I notice that someone's hiding in our closet. Gentlemen, I have defended a home for decades. Centuries. And no one that hides means any good. They could have hurt him, stolen from us. And the last thing I'm going to do is hesitate and get hurt, or allow him to be hurt. So, I struck who was ever in the closet, and unfortunately they passed away. So, if you didn't know this person, would you be that angry?
It always depends on who it is.
Exactly. But logically, it doesn't matter.
Even
If
if
it
I
was
didn't know
anyone.
them, it would depend on who they are.
I didn't want to hurt them.
Can we agree that killing people who don't deserve it is kind of wrong?
I agree.
Okay.
However, do you understand my moral dilemma?
You know, It's a dilemma. You definitely were not entirely in the right. Say that. But who is it?
It's Maria. Roberta.
Kill Roberta. Flip to my book to the page that has Roberta. This Roberta.
How good is it?
It was a nat 20 when I.
It's
That's
pretty
the one. It's pretty good. It's okay.
good.
Oh no.
Thing is that in our dresser, not on our bed, not in anywhere obvious, she left a note that said she was being chased by someone. That man who was after her soon came to my door, asking where she was, realized she wasn't there, and left.
Fuck! I stand up.
I know.
Who was he?
He was like buzz cut, big night.
Jar.
What was he wearing?
Pretty jarhead. He was wearing this fluted half-plate armor.
Epic. Also, he's cool.
Yeah.
Then I won't
He's
turn
pretty
him in.
cool.
Then I won't tell him.
And then he had like a scar running down his jaw. Those were the two features that really picked up.
Big meathead knight. Fluted armor. Scar going right down his face. Short hair, real short hair.
If we find him, point him out, and I'll draw a picture of him.
Do I remember anyone of that description?
Roll a history.
Movies.
I'll try and also do a criminology like sketch of based on his description.
Oh, you're epic. That's so...
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Roll a tool.
Okay. I am proficient with my tools. And does it have any specific thing? Or is it
Yes, you would be proficient.
okay.
So it would be Dex plus your proficiency.
Sorry, 15.
15. Okay. What you get first?
Total 20?
Total 20. You remember the gentleman that when you were first scoping out interesting persons in the town that you talked to in the Laughing Dog. And with a 15, you're able to get something fairly accurate, but you could tell you're missing a couple details that really isn't getting you there. So instead of, you rely on your wit and exaggerate details to make him more easily recognizable to people who would know him.
Good brain. That was smart. That was cool. Also, funny lore you just said to Evan. Look at him. So, I tell you this because I want to display some... Considering how young this relationship is with all of us, the last thing I'm going to do is lie. It would shatter this even further. If you want our business to be off, so be it, but at least I'm not going out a liar.
You did not pursue this
No,
scarred man?
I don't know where he went.
Nothing? No direction or anything like that? What did he say when he...
I said that she was gone, and he said, good.
Go for it.
No.
Okay, then you're at level 1. You can no longer
I won't
look
lie.
a gentle in the face.
No, I didn't pursue him. I didn't know where he went. I don't know the town. Figured you weren't there, so I couldn't. I didn't know where you were staying.
You know, I straight to the library, but it comes to me for help.
With all due respect, I wasn't thinking the clearest during the situation. I didn't want to hurt her.
But,
I was too good at my job. Sorry.
so doesn't the old man know healing magic? You healed me.
It's too late. We tried.
At least hopefully it was quick for her.
So do you know her family? Who could have been after her? Any deals? You've known her.
Can I make a history check?
Go for it.
Alright.
Yeah, what kind of
I
enemies...
shop at her place like all the time.
Does she have?
It was 9.
9 for what was your piece?
History. I'm
History.
trying to remember if I see her talking to other people at the shop or like if it was a family place.
Oh, you see everybody go in and out, and you remember her being relatively kind with her prices, and she would often price things based on who walked in. That's what really you remember in your mind. And then something about her folks being sick. What are you trying to...
What like rivalries does she have in the business world? Because from no patron would go in and have really complaints. I'm not really thinking about customers. But yeah, rival businesses.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
What skill is this? History?
History, yep.
13.
13? With a 13, you know that she really meshed well with the community. The only real rivalry that was there was with Duke. Because every once in a while they would sell the same foods that you would keep in your pantry. But other than that, she really didn't have any rivals. She really didn't fight with anybody over shipping prices. It's just too small of a town.
Yeah. No leads. Let's stop.
What about, can I, how, do you remember how or like what symptoms her family had? She mentioned that they were sick, but did I ever see
Roll a medicine for that.
The right hand was gone.
There you go.
15.
15. You remember that they were fairly bedridden. They didn't cough, they didn't sneeze, however, they really couldn't move on their own without feeling immense pain.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you couldn't really diagnose them. That sounds like everything and anything.
Yeah.
So, everything and anything bad. But it wasn't anything contagious.
Oh. So just chronically sad.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just you're old.
If
That
we
sucks.
wanted to, we could try and say that she left town to go look for some medicine or doctor.
I think the last thing we need to do is mentioning her name around town.
Well,
Other than the questions everyone else would be asking. The problem is that we had business with her. She was supplying tools to my operations. The expansion of my business. So,
That's what you're concerned about.
no. It will hurt, but not as much as losing her and her business in the long run. The expansion might be slowed down by a day or two. It doesn't matter. But who? The Duke is the only one who I know would have any sort of rivalry with her. He's the only one that operates within the same market, even at all.
But if they've been rivalries forever, why would he strike now? This is a third party.
It's just... What else do I know about that? The night he was at the Laughing Dog when I was looking for...
Yeah, that he was at the Laughing Dog, and you remember that he didn't show up the next day. Like he said he would. To Solutions and Scrolls.
What all did I say?
You'll have to roll another history with that.
What information did I give? Is it 14?
Nothing key. You remember giving up that you wanted to form a group, and then where your base of operations was. That was about it. Where you were established was the biggest thing.
didn't mention that I had that time. Did I even have Roberta on my payroll?
You never really had her on your payroll.
We'll just had that agreement with her.
Yeah, you didn't have that at the time. That
Yeah.
was literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that you'd be willing to show this to us. You know, we just kind of recently met.
I appreciate the reaction. I thought I'd be gutted. But I obviously didn't want to do this.
Yes. I mean, we should maybe check to see if the guy's still in town. We might be able to question him, ask him if he had
I don't know.
I mean, I just think it'd be interesting to try and figure out why this is happening.
I agree. Let's start with that wonderful picture you drew of him.
Yeah, the picture.
How accurate is it?
Oh, it's great. I can my book and flip the pages.
How accurate is it?
Yeah.
I'll show it to you.
No, show it to him. He's
Oh,
seen his
yeah.
face.
It's pretty alright.
He's pretty good at some
Yeah.
parts.
Okay, so
Wasn't sure about the nose, but his nose is always hard.
the scar's important.
Yeah, got that.
Can't change that.
Yeah, it's good.
So
Good, long stare.
anyway, I didn't want to bring these bones into the crypt. Thought it might cause additional problems. And
I mean, if you wanted to hide them there, I wouldn't put it against it.
it's not her people. It'd be wrong for her and wrong for those inside. So I'd say we either somehow bury these rightfully here or somewhere else. But it was also just a good opportunity to tell you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I doubt it was there anyone out here.
Roll a perception.
How much do I know about like shadow police?
Roll an Arcana.
27. Natural 20.
Okay. Let's start with you first.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Go with the big number.
Big number time. So what you know about the Shadow Guard, other than what I've already said this episode, is that you will never, ever recognize who they are, and any sort of induction is done by recommendation. You also know that they help with deals, and they help broker important exchanges, and they retain themselves to just the borders of Crussus. They don't act as a border patrol, and they don't ever extend themselves, even if Crussus would be threatened. They only act as the Shadow Guard. So, if Crussus was being invaded, they wouldn't act.
Okay. What was it about the induction?
It has to be upon recommendation. A member of the Shadow Guard has to go. You'd be the fifth.
Do I know anything about how they perform investigations? Like what do they go off of, or how powerful?
You would not know. You would not know how powerful their reach is, in the sense of how quickly they would get things. They'll find out eventually, but you just don't know how much time that would take.
I myself am also just going to try and take a peek around the woods to see if there's any
Go ahead.
people wandering around. Looks like a total 20.
As you look around, The only person you can see is Soleil off in the distance, waiting by the crypt.
I kind of give him a wave.
How long has it been?
It's been a solid 15 minutes.
Alright. I would not be paying attention, by the way.
Okay.
Old man stare.
I wish I didn't wake up this early.
The 1,000-yard think.
So old.
I might be asleep standing up.
A talent.
A horse.
Something that comes with age, you know?
Okay.
Do I know how fast? What's their average response time?
Old people.
That's another thing that you would not know. You would guess it would be based off of public response time, but you have seen them react quicker, so you know that's not a good thing to go off of.
Quicker than the public?
Yes.
In what scenario?
So, while you were dealing some questionable scrolls to a certain individual, you could notice that after they had used them in a public event, during one of the moonlit falls, they were using hallucinatory terrain. Something that you know you can't make, and you knew that person couldn't cast. So when they went to cast it, nothing happened. Everybody was bummed. And as you were just sort of milling about, you saw him freak out, panic, and sprint off. Meanwhile, the public just went on with the festival, per norm. But, as you looked around the crowd, and just milled about, you locked eyes with someone that you have never seen from this town. A town of 120 people. And your heart started to beat out of your chest. And then you just saw him walk away.
Well, this is a lot to think on, to be honest, this whole situation. I think it'd be best if we just kind of went through the crypt, did a little bit more of exploring to try and level things out. Maybe wait a little bit before we go back into town, and if we see any hustle or bustle of crowds, causing problems, I might be able to help.
Do you want a barrier?
I do, but not here. She's too close to San Jash.
I mean... Okay. But then we need to put this somewhere else, because I don't want to bring anything to that crypt. That story just... I don't know.
Honestly, we should settle this first. We can...
Should I go get the old man?
That'd be a good idea.
I'll walk over.
Okay.
Owen!
But
Is
now
the old
or
man
two,
asleep?
walking away from town.
Are you asleep?
Does Owen respond?
You see him.
We're gonna bury the woman's bones.
Oh. Okay.
Would you like to come with?
Not particularly.
Okay, hopefully it won't take more than...
Would you like me to come with?
I mean, I'd hate for you to stand here in front of the crypt if anything spooky came out. It'd be...
If anything spooky comes out.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've read lots of books, and in most books where people go into crypts, there's monsters.
We were just here.
But there were scary scratch marks and coffins with scary bodies in them.
There was nothing of the sort. I'll be fine.
I also got a very scary stab wound through my chest.
Because you were not being careful. Whatever. I'll come with.
Alright, thank you. I'm trying to walk back. Owen! Scampers at my leg and gets in my pocket.
Okay.
Do you know who the Shadow God are?
No.
Yeah, that was a hard yeah, no. No.
Because honestly, they are your biggest trouble.
Okay. Are they bounty hunters?
Me, although the death of Roberta will hurt me, she was an ally. The way of law in this town, in this country, works a little differently. Rules are enforced by the Shadow Guard.
Oh. What is that?
They are a mysterious group of investigators and assassins. Sort.
Scary.
You'll never recognize any of them. Getting any sort of definite knowledge that you've seen a member of the Shadow Guard is probably a recipe for death.
So, question before you continue. Are you implying they'd be after me, or are you saying that they were after her?
So they have to speed on it now.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
At last.
Did you tell her that you ate her brain?
No.
What?
You eat people.
No, I think we're past that.
I sleep with this man now.
We're not that close. What I will say is that
You sleep with men?
no,
I mean, I understood that
Christ.
you probably ate all the skin and
my
sinew and
my
muscle.
people have an innate ability to eat brain matter and gain memories. I wanted to see if I could learn anything about the man chasing her.
Nothing.
If I died, would you eat my
Nothing.
brain?
Yes.
The more closely they are to death, the more frequent the death, the clearer the memories, but the lack thereof of how much. I got enough to see that she was afraid, running, and put a note in the dresser, but nothing about him. Again, good purpose, good intent. It's a lack of information. So as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
are we?
Question. If I died, would you eat my brains?
Why would I?
Why did you eat her brain?
To learn about the man chasing her.
So then you would eat his brain. Yes.
Sure. Would you like me to?
No.
I would be mortified if you ate my brain.
You'd be dead.
Yes. And mortified.
I mean, ghosts do exist, so you would probably be standing over your own corpse as he's eating you.
You believe in ghosts.
Yes.
He believes in ghosts.
Yeah. And you believe this is the conversation we're having?
Well, it is now.
Ah, so the Shadow God.
Yes. They may deem this a worthy enough crime to avenge her.
Fantastic. Then we will tell them what happened.
I'm afraid that's usually not enough.
Hmm.
When the Shadow Guard get involved, you suddenly find yourself dead.
I could attempt to trick the Shadow God into thinking that she's still alive.
That
That
sounds.
I don't think will work. The
Well,
Shadow Guard will eventually find out.
if I trick them into thinking she's still alive and just left town, then maybe they'll forget about it. Are they only here or are they everywhere?
The entire country.
Maybe if you could make one of your drawings talk. I mean, no offense, you're very talented, but I don't think impressions are your strong suit.
Science and magic can lead to many skills, and not exactly perfect, but I could make an attempt.
I just don't think pulling a fast one on the Shadow Guard is quite possible after the way he described them.
I think we will be found out faster. If the best course of action for now is most likely to bury the body as far away from San Jash as we can, so that at least we can stall their investigation.
But you see, then we're aren't we going against. What I'm saying is, honesty, yes, might not be enough, but it's worth a shot. if they confront us. We obviously can't lie, can't trick them. So why wouldn't we just talk?
We can only delay them. You might initially, but they will eventually find out everything.
If they think that you're wrong in what we've done as a group, then, like you said, they'll probably just come and kill us before we even have the chance to speak.
Make no mistake, if anyone's going to die, it should be me.
And it probably will be.
Okay?
I doubt that the rest of us will, other than maybe you.
Me?
You were in the room.
And that makes me guilty.
I said maybe. That might not be enough then.
I'm sure
I
you're...
genuinely don't know.
I'm an honest and pious man. There's nothing they could pin me for.
There is no trial.
Is the guilty by association?
That's heresy.
Well,
You did not care until I ate the brain. You
My God, who eats brains?
Who kills people?
You, apparently.
Okay.
I'd like to say I haven't killed any people.
Surprising.
I don't plan to.
I'm happy.
I would hate more ghosts to be around.
But for closure's sake, if they deem this guilty as a group or whatever, I will take full extent of the blame best I can.
Well, our best bet is probably to place all of the blame on this knight that you found. He seemed to have been perfectly intent to kill her.
Yes. I've only been in town a few days, but I've never seen him before. And I don't know where he went.
I've only seen him once before. He was at the Laughing Dog,
How long ago was that?
the day after we had our short escapade in the same place.
Shit, so this is a pass-by. He was here for a purpose, and now that it's done, we have no idea where he'll be.
I don't know. I don't know who he was. Did he have any other history being in the town? Do I remember him
No.
seeing for any other
If-
day?
No.
We could possibly place a bounty on him and hope that somebody finds him.
You could use your drawings.
Yeah.
Presumed responsible for the disappearance of young Roberta.
I made about 50 silver one time doing it.
This is profitable, you say?
Well, someone lost a dog, wanted to find him.
Bounties can be, but at the same time, if someone actually fulfills that bounty and we cannot pay,
I don't have much money to pay people with.
I'm sure we'll find some money.
I have funds. I just don't want to use them on this. We should use our innate resources to try and find them. Where? So the motel. You stop by. Should ask the Laughing Dog if they had anything. He said anything. Who he was. Names, anything.
The only thing implied, again, is that he wanted her dead. That something was fulfilled.
No, the bounty's a good idea.
I'd like to say, this is a very important conversation, but if anybody were to walk up here and notice us standing around this briefcase full of bones,
Oh, we are doing that, huh?
we might want to get rid of it now and then talk more about it later.
What cardinal direction is the
Of course.
crypt from San Jash?
Northeast.
And then we went.
Like perfectly northeast?
Yeah. So you're still a little. Yeah. Perfectly northeast. You went a little bit north, so you're probably at that 45 degree.
Okay. Let's.
No, you're at that 20 degree.
Thank you.
Epic.
Now I can see it.
Okay, so let's take the body, 20 minutes further north.
Why not bury it here and be done with it?
We've been here. If they find the body here at this crypt, when we have
Well-
a rat that fat little weasel to rat us out, that we were here at this crypt,
He actually hasn't been seen around at the library recently. He might be skulking around somewhere else.
More concerning.
Precisely. We don't want to have any connection to this body. If we can just take it somewhere we have not been. Now, north is a direction. Well, sadly, it is still feasible for us to get there. If we buried it in Logan's farm, it's just bones. And it's going to rot and disturb its plans. His farm.
We don't know what lies there.
No, but if we plant it on the edges of his farm, that would work.
Hate to give him more trouble. Plus, if he sees us, we don't necessarily have the best relationship with him.
It's bones. Don't they use that as some fertilizer, anyways?
My point is that if someone
That
were
is
to
an idea.
investigate,
We could crush up the bones into dust.
if someone were to investigate, he wouldn't hesitate to rat us out.
You hear a ruffle.
Kill mode engaged. I
I
have learned nothing.
You hear a shake to the south of this conversation, so towards the crypt.
I'll make a perception.
Look,
Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm ready in action.
17.
17?
16.
16?
I'll make sure to pull my hat
11.
down as I look
11?
toward the direction.
Total 20?
You all got it.
My eyes.
As you spin around, you see the hind legs of a goat sprint off.
Just the hind legs. There we go.
You see it attached to a torso.
Huh.
Then it goes up a little farther. Roll a dread save.
Ew.
Anyone that wants to examine it, roll a dread save right now.
I examine the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
we'll examine the shit out of it. Okay.
I think.
You fail.
Ooh, I super pass. Is it with just wisdom?
That is the weirdest looking 17.
Yes.
21.
Does it look like it's coming from the crypt?
20.
Like in the direction that it's running? Does it look like it's ran
No.
out from the crypt? Or does it look like it ran up on
I love
us?
goats.
Roll or survival.
You're fleeing from me.
10?
Yes.
You would say southwest, but not towards anything specific.
Okay.
Okay.
Or, like
Town.
Dread.
Oh yeah.
What you get?
1.
1. Okay, you're at level 2.
Okay.
You look up and examine it more as the torso morphs into the head of a goat with a black mane and red kilted eyes with 2 horns piercing back and wrapping around its ears, sprinting off. And you seeing something that you've never seen before causes you to shatter on the inside a little bit. And you spin around, turn, and roll a flat wisdom save. What'd you get?
20.
20. You're good.
I didn't care to look.
21.
21. So both of you are good and get the description that I described to him. However, instead, you feel curious as it's not a costume, as the mouth is moving and panting in an uncannily paranoid way as it sprints off.
Can I insight why it's running?
Go ahead.
Oh, that was almost nasty, but it's just okay.
My save was total 20.
And as you spin around, you feel a chill run down the back of your spine, and you shake it away. And you see the rest of the group.
14.
14? It sounds like he heard something that he shouldn't.
Weird, scary ones. Okay.
Wait! I take off after.
You
Ooh, if I see you run, I will run right behind you.
Yeah,
roll
that's
a flat charisma.
what?
Am I rolling?
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, what's
We're
it?
chilling.
flat
Oh,
charisma.
They're actually some monster.
Oh.
That's
I will
better.
say as he runs off.
A monster.
There's a monster.
So you look out and yell, "Wait!" and just start sprinting towards him, and you see him and go as fast as he
I
can.
want to catch this man so bad.
Monk, but your speed's still normal. Okay, so you guys are hitting sprint. He's hitting sprint. Chase time.
Throw me. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Let me get your slipstream. You never gotta.
Okay,
Can
everybody roll survivals for me.
I tell?
Even the two of us who
when
aren't
I
chasing.
immediately see him start to run away.
No, not you two.
When I immediately see them start to run,
Mhm.
can I estimate how far he is?
No.
Okay. I was
Ooh,
thinking of casting a spell
question.
action.
You probably will be super no, but trying to use this as much as I can. Does he have a scent I can use? If I lose track of him. Is it easy to pick up?
Yes.
Or is there too much?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not describe it until you roll for it.
When I
Do you want me to do that now or later?
Later.
when I do see people running after him, I'll try and keep up, but knowing of my injury, I'll most likely attempt to target him with a spell. And if I miss, so be it.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
It's
If it's a save,
yes.
go ahead and just roll to hit anyway
Okay.
to make sure that it's right.
Yes.
Since you're not looking at it.
To hit, it would be a 11.
11. Nope. So it goes off, but it does not hit. How do you cast the spell? And what effect does it leave as it misses?
As you can see, I kind of like attempt to run and then plant my cane on the ground and just flick my finger forward, and I almost like pull it outwards, and then it like pops, and you can see the individual like knuckles crack apart as it hunts forwards, and then a beam of like swirling light goes off and then disappears before it hits him.
And as you see it try and curve and whip around, you see it jolt into a tree, and you see him and keep running. Okay, what did you two get for survivals?
Oh, I didn't roll
12.
Monsters.
Oof, not great. 8.
8. So, as you are caught off guard by this, you find yourself tripping a little bit and then just sort of freezing as his appearance, it's like whipping around and then seeing somebody wearing a rubber mask
Ooh, that's tough.
of their own face.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
So you go run, hit, pause, and you're caught a little bit off guard as you see Gentle sprint past you, gunning at full speed, and you're able to caroon right across the crypt and look down as he starts to sprint to the southwest towards San Jash.
Dubious.
And then you catch up right behind him.
Oh, I'm about to get faster.
Counter roll. And as you do, you see him sprint. Perceptions.
Are you sprinting after him?
10.
Oh, 1. However. No.
Okay. Yes, scent. But would you think to use scent?
Is he an eye shot? I'm
Yes.
then no. Yeah. I mean,
You be sniffing?
it'd be unfair for me to call it now.
Okay. Fair enough. And as you turn, croon around, you wipe a bit and you see him gone. As you sprint after, but he ducks behind a fairly large tree and he's gone. It's like he evaporated right there.
I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
So I can now dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I will use that to like search the area for him, just to dash around the tree.
Okay.
And try to follow that path that he went.
Roll a survival. because you rolled a 1, you'll just be watching this process.
100%.
13.
13. So, as you sprint around, you're catching no sign of him, as you see him essentially double in speed. Just as you could see an echo of him behind. But you are able to catch hoof tracks, goat hoof tracks, that as they turn and stop at the tree, you see them pick up at another tree. However, you can't see them. But you do see where they lead, as they careen off instead of towards San Jash, but to Logan's farm.
Okay, then I'll, following the tracks, I'll just yell, "This way!"
Okay.
For him to follow, and then I'll follow the tracks.
They've gone and run off.
Does that
Do you mind
snap me
if
out
I
of it?
cast another
Yes.
spell while we're waiting for them?
Please.
I'll show. Where is he?
I lost line of sight, but the tracks still following.
I'll go full. Just claw it.
Yep. Roll with advantage.
Full underbite.
Full underbite. Oh my. 25.
Okay. 25. As you dig down and catch a whiff, you can visibly see the dots follow. They're weaker because he's alive, unfortunately. But you are able to see these sort of red beads trace.
I'll go full Sonic Unleashed.
And instead, you see them whir around to the right and dip into a tree.
Yeah, my tailcoat flies up, and and then I'll return the words, "This way!" And I'll just go full underbite, drift. Like Great Dane running drift in a kitchen I slide on.
Okay, so you guys are stopped at this large oak tree, based around. And you can see at the end, you catch something a little alarming, as the roots are actually a deep maroon instead of a brown. But the rest of the tree seems normal.
Is there like a hole?
No, it looks like a tree. What do you do?
Look for him. I look for him with my eyes.
Roll perception.
I smell the roots.
22.
Ooh.
22. So as you look through the roots and you sort of weave your way through, you notice that they go up into the tree and weave a pattern into the actual flow of the wood. And as you trace it, you find yourself at a knot and push into it. And you see the tree split and drop. And then a hole leading underneath.
Put my jaw back. What's the call? Checks phone.
Well, shit.
Only we were there.
Let's check the duration. You can come out. We just want to talk.
Please.
Roll a charisma.
Go crazy.
Oh yeah.
What a gentleman.
Yes.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Man.
You hear no response.
Guess we're going in.
Are you serious?
What else is there?
Lead the way, gentlemen. I'll dive in after him.
Okay,
Head first.
so
Write new characters?
as you get down, you find yourself in a slide that wears you down, and you drop on some hay. Both of you do.
Nice.
Who goes in head first? Who goes in feet first? Feet?
I'd probably go and then
Belly
bounce
slam.
Batland.
So,
I'd be practically running down it.
as you
Oh,
kid
that's so
run
dumb.
down, trying to hop your feet back,
That's so stupid.
you stop and roll a dex for me. What are you two doing?
Standing around the briefcase, which is still here.
14.
Teaching Owen to read.
14. And you
Ah.
square out your feet and you land and stick. And then you roll a dex.
Like acrobatic?
I'll be
No.
at this point. I would have sat down and started rolling my ankle.
You fool! 7.
7. And as you land and stick it, you basically get speared by the edge. As it's just boom! As you plant both of your hands on his back and just try and like cushion your fall a little bit and dip to the side.
Oh,
And you
damn.
just feel yourself get a little pushed and turn over and you see Mobius on the floor.
I like extend my hand out to him, but not. I don't like move my head. I'm just looking,
Careful,
scanning the
you're
room.
fast. Careful, you're break my arm off. Let's go.
I would love to be that fast.
Okay. Before we get to that, you two. What you doing?
So I think we should get rid of the bones while we're waiting for them.
We could do something while we wait for them. I think that would be a good idea.
Now, personally, I don't think it would be that bad if we just left them in the crypt.
I don't understand Mobius's aversion to it. I think it's a wonderful place for bones to be.
Most bones are already in there anyways.
Huh? Let us go.
I will pick up.
Oh, did you close the briefcase?
I did.
Alright, I will pick up the briefcase. How heavy is it?
It's about as heavy as like a young girl's bones.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're looking at about 50 pounds.
That was a quick answer, Josh.
Don't question it.
He knows his bone weights.
It's not the hardest thing in the world to carry. So I will carry it.
My bone ratio.
If it's not too heavy, I say, Owen, get up here. I kind of put him on my shoulder, keep an eye out, and then turn around and walk towards the crypt.
Alright.
Okay. So, when you two arrive at the crypt, do you go in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the monster might have been coming out of the crypt. Just so you know.
Talk of monsters and ghosts. Fairy tales have you for me
I'm
now.
gonna try and describe the goat monster in the most vivid detail possible.
I will
Go for
attempt
it.
to be unamused.
Go for it.
You're
How do you
right.
describe it?
So, you've seen a goat, right?
No.
Oh, you know much about goats, I bet.
What's that supposed to? Never mind. Continue.
Well, you see the legs of a goat, the hind legs, the stamping hoofs, the matted gross fur, the disgusting ass, with the torso of a man, of flesh and skin. Connected to that, a disgusting amalgamation of a head with strange red eyes.
And you are sane now.
You would be insane if you've seen what I've seen.
Supposedly. Now let us get done with this.
Ignored.
Before we do go in, I am
Yes.
going to quickly transform Owen, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Alright. I kind of take Owen out of my pocket and set him on the ground at the base of the doorway. I go,
Mhm.
alright, Owen, you ready? And then hopefully he nods. I don't really look that hard. And then I ritual cast and summon my full familiar, my spectre familiar.
Okay. So, as you see Owen being a weasel,
Mm-hmm.
and you see him just being a weasel,
Yes,
And
as
as-
most weasels are.
I take it you're waving your hands about,
Yeah.
just trying to ritual. And you can see these sigils just inscribe themselves along Owen's fur, like stamps on a letter. placed one at a time.
I'm kind of muttering to myself quietly, like, I'm sorry.
And you see them grow and expand. There are about 4 of them on the weasel shoulders and weasel thighs area. And you see them expand into lines encircling the rest of him. And as they go down from his paws, you see them complete a circle around, fitting the diameter of a stretched Owen as he lays down flat. You can see the color drain from his fur as you then see him start to spasm and
What
twitch.
school of magic is this?
Roll an Arcana.
Heresy.
17?
You can tell this is necromancy.
Yeah!
And as this light blue is beaming up from it, you can see Owen go still and dissipate into dust. As you feel a presence in front of you, but you see nothing.
Good hour and 10 minute ritual to turn your weasel into dust.
Amazing.
Try it now. Free with purchase for $10.
Alright, now we can enter.
You killed your weasel!
No, he's still here. You obviously don't know much about ghosts. You see the briefcase?
Yes, I see the briefcase.
I command my servant to open the briefcase.
And you can see the bones clatter to the ground.
Not real.
I command him to pick up the skull and have it wiggle around.
You see the skull rise and just sort of wave.
You will not fool me with your arcane tricks. Let us go in.
I have him place it back in, close it, and then lift it.
And then you just see it raise.
And I walk in.
Okay.
I will cautiously follow.
Okay. So, for the viewer, I have the map of the dungeon up, and I'm going to be asking them how far they go and everything like that. Just so you know, there is stuff going on this table. Just you can't see it. Cool? Cool.
See.
How far do you go?
I'll be traveling to the big pot that we saw last time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and keep a careful track to see if I see any like little hoof prints or anything of
So,
the sort.
as you pass the pillars and the statue and the entryway of the circular crypt as they continue on, and you find your way at the T intersection that leads directly out of the entry. Do you go left or right?
Do you have an opinion on where we put them? I mean, we don't really know what's to the right.
There's a much nicer coffin over that way, that's for sure.
It was empty, right?
Probably. My memory is not too good on my age.
Alright, I'll walk over to the right until I reach the coffin.
Okay.
And kind of peer inside, see if there's anything going on.
Roll a perception.
9.
I will also roll perception specifically to see if the scraps of paper are still there. 22.
22 and 9. You notice that the scraps of paper are not there. And with a 9, you notice that the casket seems relatively clean and dustless.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it have any dust? It's like spotless.
That is a good question.
Well, I open the briefcase and dump it.
As you and boom, 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 and you can hear the of of all the bones hitting the wood casket. You shut the briefcase, and you take a pause. Roll a dread for me.
Alright.
You as well.
Feel bad.
Any additions or just the flat?
Just the flat.
14.
Oh,
4.
sorry, it was wisdom.
Oh, okay. In that case, we'll be working with a 5.
17.
You look into the casket. 17.5.
Yes.
Okay.
wait. I got 5. You got 17.
Okay. And you hear the clatter, and you look up.
I'm looking up the whole time. The servant's doing the clatter.
So you just genuinely don't pay attention and
Yeah.
as you hear the clatter, and then you hear the light scratching against the wood, as if something was being dragged. And you feel in your core that you know you're not doing that. And as you peer into the casket, you're fascinated as the bones reorganize themselves into what would be a natural human skeleton.
I say a prayer over the dead body.
Roll a religion. And what do you say?
Would you like me to give it verbatim?
Yes.
Guide this kind soul into the place they do belong. But they belong no longer here. 8.
8. How do you give that prayer? Do you simply...
Exactly that.
Okay.
At this point, I kind of have my back like pressed up against the corner of the wall.
As you do, go ahead and retry the dread save.
Alright.
You see the bones lie still.
14.
And you're able to regain your composure and peek back. And you see that they have been reorganized.
Is it missing a hand?
I suppose so.
That's strange. Also, this is very terrifying. Oh, when did you do that? I look into the nothingness.
The nothingness looks back.
No, probably not.
Now do you blink? What do you two do?
Turn around and exit toward the front of the crypt and wait for everyone to get back.
I will do the same.
Okay.
Done.
Is there a lid nearby?
None that you can see.
Alright.
You can search for one if you want.
As he starts to walk back, I will not search for one, but I will say, I'm very sorry, Roberto. You were always very kind to me. And you are very beautiful as well. And I walk back.
Okay.
He's got game.
There you go. Smooth, smooth. Then we will go back to you two.
Family Guy.
Dead in a pile of mush.
What was I?
Around you, you see... Around you, you see torches. They're not specifically in a circle, but instead you can see them as little plips. Almost like little motes of light eyeing you. As you feel both unfamiliar and alien to this place.
I'll take your hand.
Do I see anything else?
Roll a perception for me.
Or here? Another 22.
Damn.
Nice.
Feels back.
As you take a second and lift up Mobius and regain your composure, you get this diorama placed in front of you as these mud, terracotta-like buildings are holding these sconced torches. You can tell that they're placed purposefully, but not in a shape that on the ground you could recognize, as they're almost always by either a door frame or a window. You do notice that this hay is fresh as well, and as you try and peer your way into the darkness, you notice that it moves and shifts in response to what you do.
How so? Does it appear
Almost like it's avoiding you.
The darkness. It's avoiding us. Is that what you described?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello? I just want to speak.
Gentlemen. Hi, down here. Remember that thing we did at old Logan's farm? I believe it's called Walking Away. This seems to not be our business. We just wanted to speak on some terms. I know it seemed aggressive. It's just, we're very nervous, and we could tell you were nervous. We'll be on our way. But thank you for your hospitality.
Roll a charisma with advantage.
Truly sorry to give you such a scare. Wow, that's hilariously cocked. I do not need to roll again.
Double, auto kill.
Another 20.
Okay. So, as you readjust your clothing and brush off the hay and present yourself in a more formal manner, you also tighten your collar and place your hand. You take a little bit of confidence, and you place your hand inside of your breast pocket, on the inside of your coat, and you simply relax as you almost lean against the slide. Make dread saves.
Rolls not 20, loses.
Also cocked.
Oh, mine was bad.
These aren't the best.
Damn. 9.
Yeah. 21.
21. You steel yourself, as nothing hostile has attacked yet. Using your rational mind, you're able to quickly cut through what's happening. You realize that you are the aggressor and the instigator in this scenario, and therefore should act polite and proper, and therefore simply wait a response. And with your integrity intact, you hear the clopping of first one set, 2, 3, 4, and then you figure it's not worth as they start to double. And as you begin to hear this, you start to feel overwhelmed and a little in over your head. And this place is very dirty and disorganized. And almost instinctually you take out your feather duster. And instead of facing this foe, you simply revert to a servile way and start to clean the hay out of the way and look down.
May I specifically clean up the hay that we disrupted?
Yes.
Then I will do that. With a feather duster, that's a bad time.
Very stuck.
You mostly use it to just whip it up like a dustpan.
Oh.
And then, as you try and hold it, it just falls over, as you don't want to touch whatever droppings may be there.
Agreed.
No!
Again, we apologize deeply for disturbing you. Peace will just be on our way.
the skin of the creature before you
The skin.
is a deep onyx black. However, the fur, you can see glow a tinge of purple before being smothered by the rest. Which, the fur itself is black. Almost like strokes of personality trying to flutter out.
He has backlit fur.
No, it's more frontlit. It's more frontlit.
You got underglow?
You know how the tips of a beard can change color,
Okay.
especially with age.
So it's the ends of each of the hairs that glow in purple.
Yeah. And as they fall, it makes this sort of set.
Fiber hair.
And you see these large, curving horns twist and wrap and drop in front. As he steps forward, towering at a 6'5". And as he lowers his muzzle to look down at you, you are met with these golden, knitted goat eyes.
I stand my gentlemanly ground, but not in a hostile way.
Do you say anything?
As I do apologize, but just allow us to leave. You want to say something?
Cool. What languages do you know?
Boy,
Goat.
Sylvan, Akash, Srogi, Thrawn, Primordial, Celestial, Abyssal, Ghanaian, and Cat.
You got a ringer.
Can I try?
You notice that he's speaking Abyssal. Do you also know this language?
I do.
You know it!
We can now have dialogue.
For the first time.
We're growing.
All right.
Who would have thought we'd be here?
Why do you disturb us?
I repeat in Abyssal. We unintentionally stumbled upon one of your members. They were nearby. Don't know. We were having a conversation by ourselves.
What did he look like?
Like, I would say, not dissimilar to you. But, he caught a glimpse of our conversation and suddenly ran. And we had no familiarity with him. And as he was running, we decided to pursue in this pursuit of conversation. He arrived here, not knowing what this place was. We stumbled in, foot and head first, respectively. And lo and behold, here we are. But as we can see, I realize now we have scared the gentleman, and that's not, or was not, my intent. I, but simply wish to return to my business. This is okay with you.
Roll a charisma.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No way.
You can see his brawny frame widen and huff as he draws a line in the dirt and then steps in front of it. And peers over him. You are not to cross the slide.
That is fine by me. As I said, we wish to leave. Did not realize that we were trespassing on your land.
Tell me, what is your favorite toy?
I do not play with toys.
What was your favorite toy?
Well, I guess you've caught me in a bit of a lie. I do have this. And I pull out a small cube. It has notches within each ring and is adorned with movable sides. It's a Rubik's Cube.
What? Rubik's.
It's a Rubik's cubes with shapes instead of colors.
Good.
There's like extensions and indentations on it.
We know who this is.
Oh. You two may go. And you see him turn around and clop away.
Light bulb. I will look at you and you.
Yeah. What about it?
Are you serious?
Let's go.
Up.
Yeah. Up.
Okay. You guys leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I stepped beyond the line.
Meets legendary. Hi.
How's it going?
Pat? See you.
Uh-oh. And as you guys return up the tree,
I really must tell you, ghosts are real, even if you don't believe it.
Yes.
Have you ever had someone die around you?
Logan's not
I'm a man of the church. I deal not with corpses often.
That's epic.
Nor do I. But I'm just saying, people who die don't often need to continue on and go to a new place.
How fast or how long does it take us to get out of the?
oh, it doesn't take you very long. It's like climbing up a slide. So what you do is you just, boop. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You'll take 20. And spend like the 2 minutes it would take to be like, oh, and climb up it.
Okay.
And then you wouldn't even need to. You would just take your,
Yep.
as it still would.
Oh, so we're chilling.
Yeah.
How long since the start of the chase?
I would say this has taken roughly 10 minutes of your time.
Expeditious retreat drops. Like just now.
Damn. That's gone.
Oh no.
What do you do?
Cast it again.
And as you arrive out of the tree, you see our other duo leave the crypt.
Oh, it's that close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we ran.
It's so the
Yeah.
entrance is facing southways. You were southwest.
Heading southwest. Yeah.
So as you raise out, you see them off like 10 yards.
Say people stay here in this world instead of moving. What heresy is that? For what's the point of death if not to move on to the eternal pain and punishment, as well as the bliss that comes in the afterlife? Clearly you're not a man of the church.
No, I work at the library, not the church.
Well, obviously. How would you get ideas like that?
Mostly from the demons who meet me. Not real ones, more ghostly. But, yeah.
Heresy you speak of.
So, I told you I have problems with my sleep and seeing monsters. Sometimes I don't know if they're real. But Owen is. Owen's very real.
Yes, clearly. After it disappeared.
I'll command Owen to just slightly rustle his chin.
You feel 3 fingers just trace.
Scoop.
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen.
Roll a wisdom save to keep your composure.
17.
Oh, You'll have to roll an insight.
Okay. 12.
It's up to you.
One can choose to be ignorant of things that are scary and go bump in the night.
One can choose to be heretical as well, it seems.
I just read a lot of books, so I hate to be ignorant. Oh, look over there!
Oh, wonderful! How was your little excursion? Have you finished relieving yourself in the woods or whatever it was you've been doing?
I'm stuck in Bat Hog.
Did you kill the monster? Possibly.
Do you know who that was?
Yes.
It's incredible.
Did you meet someone cool?
We met someone very cool.
Oh, yes?
No, not to you. However, can we say his name? Is that like Juju?
It might be. I honestly don't know.
But we
know.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, so let's go to the crypt.
Good enough, I guess. If you don't want to tell us, that's fine.
Is the goat man
Not
mad at
here.
me for attempting to kill him?
No, we didn't want to kill him. We wanted to talk to him.
I know, I just casted a spell that would have erased his mind.
Oh, you mean like memory, not like his mind itself?
No, he would have died.
I thought you were against killing people.
That's not a person, that's a monster.
Wow.
At least we agree on something.
Am I a person?
Well,
let's
yes.
let's go to the crypt.
Let's leave this as an open tab.
You speak very nice, at least. I go to walk in the crypt.
Okay.
Hey, may I hold my briefcase?
Oh, yes, here you go.
Oh, it is still floating.
Oh, it is still floating.
Why is my briefcase floating?
I don't know. Ask the heretic.
Oh, and you can
Why
give
is
him-
my briefcase floating? I don't know. Who? Of what?
You know them.
Oh, and you can give him back his briefcase as it floats over to you. Kind of.
Let's keep that as an open tab. I will take the floating briefcase. Do I notice it's lighter?
Yes. Significantly.
About one skeleton lighter.
One female
Approximately.
skeleton.
So remember when I was talking about how putting her body in the crypt wasn't a good idea?
We simply decided it would be best to be done with this matter so we have
If you
more
want to
time.
retrieve her, she's very close to the entrance. She's
She
also
has
much
been
more
put to rest. Let her be.
In a crypt that's not her own!
She has been put to rest. What more is there?
We cannot put her body here because if and when the Shadow God gets here, they will find the body no matter where we put it.
As well as all of the other bodies lying around here.
They will know it is hers.
A non-dwarvish female?
We could take out one of her leg bones, make her look short. I'm not saying it's a good idea, I'm just saying it's an option.
It was an option.
We need to put the body somewhere where we cannot be incriminated.
And disturb her remains.
So somewhere not in the crypt.
Well, you guys can
Because
go look
someone
for us
knows
yourself.
we're here. Or someone knows we will visit here.
Yes.
And as far as my knowledge goes, no one but Arad knows about this group. So unless he's spreading that information around, he can wholeheartedly give us up.
The good
Well,
news.
and also we are doing something for him as well.
Yes. Yes.
So if you were to give us up, it would be a bad thing for him. Most likely.
Possibly. Depends. If he has his jewels, he probably won't care.
You were saying.
Positive is that, to your point, what were those people called? The secretive.
Shadow God.
The Shadow Guard are the only people who are going to come in here and look for her. Luckily, the stigma around this place is actually a good thing for once. No one in the right mind would go in here with these ghost stories. So at least that is some security.
Also,
Sort of, but I'm pretty sure there's a very distinct difference between a body that has been here for the past 100 years and one that was just laid to rest and has also been picked clean.
well, also the coffin we put it in was also very clean as well.
It was quite fitting.
Were they clean when I was there?
The bones?
The coffins.
Oh, the coffins, yes.
So
that's
So, the
Oh, yeah,
coffins
speck of dust.
themselves, like the insides of them,
Mhm.
if they were open, then yes, they were cleaned.
So
Okay.
someone else is here.
I told you we heard something.
They were clean last time we went here. Some of them.
Well, that means they've been cleaned recently. A
One would
place like
presume.
this, made of stone, I imagine there's a decent amount of dust that builds up. They'd have to be cleaning them frequently.
You know, I'm not exactly the most superstitious person, but we may want to go check to see if her bones are still there. They
What?
did start to move on their own after we put them in the coffin.
It's the trick of the eyes.
I'm
Owen is
sorry.
invisible.
What?
Don't let him disturb you with these fanciful thoughts.
I
If
mean,
you'd like to go and look at them yourself, be my guest.
I had Owen dump the bones into the coffin. He literally just opened his briefcase and just tossed them in,
Sure.
and then they reorganized themselves into the shape of a person. So it might be bad that we did this.
I hate to say I told you so.
Owen, how about you go check? And I go,
Oh my god, he's doing it again.
As you go over and check, you find that the body is gone.
I need to see for myself. As do you do.
There's two of them.
I will.
Boop!
Don't
And
tell
you
me
see
you're going
that,
to as well.
And since Owen currently is invisible right now, you are able to see into this frontal area. And then as you look down the T intersection, down both ways, you're able to find the broken coffin on the left and see that it is still fairly dirty and see that there's still a body in there. And then you go to the coffin on the right and you find it empty.
Drop out. What was it? Which coffin was it?
oh, it was the one on the right, the one that's now empty. Yeah, this is a problem.
Awesome.
Great. So, new problem. It's gotten worse. However,
I would like to say that we have solved the problem of burying her bones, as they can no longer be traced back to us.
That is true. If they're walking around, then they probably wouldn't think that it's us. 'Cause none of us know how to raise the dead or anything.
we don't agree on much. But he is right.
Well, I cannot say that you're entirely wrong in that statement.
Thank you.
So, you were a part of it. Does that make you heretical?
A part of what?
It's being back. Roberta being back.
I never said she was back.
I say we stay out here. Give me another 20 minutes before we venture outside. I know, it's so painful.
I'm going to be
I know you
testing
are.
ritual.
I will mark on my map where that tree is.
Okay.
And then I will. Maybe she might want to look away.
Oh,
What's
is that a map you're making?
What do you... okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Dude, I'll make it anyway. You jump scared me.
You go ahead and make it too. I noticed. I saw.
13.
13? Okay, both of you are disgusted, but are
rightfully
not,
so.
but are not afraid.
Mobius lick.
Take out skeleton spoon, and I look for
I must
anything in the book describing the reanimation of bones without the use of necromancy.
Roll an investigation.
I will admit it's probably a stranger thing that people would see us walking around with this book made of bones than
13.
anything else.
13. As you flip through,
I mean, I got it from the libraries.
you're able to find
That's
a number
true.
of spells
It is checked out in the front. So.
that, while they do use bones, specifically and only bones,
Uh-huh.
like exclusively,
By
Yeah.
technicality.
you know, I know it's a little shocking from the Bone book,
Yeah.
but
The series? Stick with me.
The fact that osteomancy is
You're
literally
not
the
able-
magic of bones.
yes,
That's crazy.
yes,
Whoa.
which means you don't find anything
Okay.
of just skeletons, whole skeletons.
It's in hand.
No,
Okay.
it would take too much time.
Say that I lied, and it takes more than 20 minutes. I
Devious.
keep looking. I keep looking. Does anything mention? Is there any ties to this crypt? Because it was this family, right, that wrote this book.
Yep.
So yeah, is there anything that mentions how they have they enchanted the place at all to?
Roll an Arcana.
As he's doing this, I'm gonna try and like get like a little berry or walnut from one of the trees nearby and just like catch up Ellen.
Okay.
That looks
I'm sorry, what?
19.
19. Okay. With a 19, you're able to scroll through, and you're able to catch something very odd. Something called the Allure of the Grave. As you read through it, it chronicles a story of a little girl fascinated with a graveyard. While she does share the same last name, it seems she bears no direct connection to the author. So you're able to guess a cousin, a niece, something like that. And as she's able to go from grave to grave to grave to grave, she finds one open. And when she goes down it and hides inside of it, she finds it continuing to go and go and go. And she finds at the bottom of this one individual grave a door. And as she slowly turns the handle, she finds another graveyard. And as she goes from grave to grave to grave, she stops at the once open one and reads her name. What do you guys do?
Are we still willing to explore this place?
Twas our job, is it not?
Yes, I'm just checking with everyone to make sure it's okay.
I see no reason not to.
As soon as he's done looking at that barbaric thing, we can be on our way.
Oh wait, here.
The sight of it makes me reek.
Old man, how about you catch from Owen?
What is the last name?
Didola.
Here, look. Owen, throw in the walnut. See the floating walnut over there?
Is there a first name for the author?
I would like not to.
Would you like to play?
You go back
Sure.
Alright. And he throws you.
and you see Rady.
How do you spell first names?
Radidedola. And then the little girl's name was Tibby. Tibby. The effects of the spell, you figure, mimic the story. And in recalling it in your head, you figure that it could, in some way, persuade others to do the same. If that affects the environment, if that means anything physical, you can't really tell, as the actual magical script that reads off to tell you how to use your mana in order to cast it is too complicated. And you can't seem to wrap your head around it yet. You figure, given time and perhaps experience reading more, that perhaps you could someday understand.
I have an idea of how high of a level spell it is.
Roll an insight.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Sick. Oh, and drops the ball.
Alright, I put the book in my bag. My satchel.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Well, if we are finally ready to go.
I did not find anything related to the reanimation of an entire skeleton. The book talks mostly about osteomancy, manipulation of bones.
Ergo a skeleton.
Not an entire skeleton. It's like using them to form weapons. It's effectively conjuration, but using only bones instead of magically forming structures of weapons.
That ring any bells? Do I know osteomancy, or is that a wow?
Roll a history.
It is a very heretical form.
Oh, the opposite of
Yes.
good.
Yes.
New word.
So, whatever reanimated her body, I am not certain what it was. If it was osteomancy, I do not know if we are looking for necromancy or osteomancy. But I did find a spell, not necessarily helpful in this scenario, although it is a dangerous one. So if it has been enchanted in this place, we should be on the lookout. Any sign of magical auras. Try not to read the headstones.
Oh.
Or crawl into anything else.
You said that you hoped it passed on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if we see her, for any reason, it's not her. Just
I can't
bones.
assure you that much.
Good. So if it's spooky,
To be
don't.
honest, it's very possible that she's still here in this,
No.
world.
Well, I don't know how his religion works to a significant depth. However, I trust his word. He's a priest.
I mean, I just seen a lot of ghosts. So
Well, not all of them got passed on by.
Someone hasn't done their job, apparently.
So it is.
I mean, we don't have a church, so maybe yeah.
I can fix that.
Not yet.
All right.
That is the end goal.
Shall we?
Yes, let's finally. I walk forward.
That's the fastest I've seen you move.
And as you do,
Like a sprite.
we will take a quick 20-minute break. We will see you at 10:32.
Woo!
we're back. Okay, so you guys are entering the crypt.
Yes.
Just a reminder, things are happening on the TV table. I'll be describing everything that happens directly to you, but if I ask them about a direction or a route or something, just know that they're seeing something and it's not just coming out of our ass. Okay. Who leads?
Me.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Okay.
I'll have Owen brush past and stay right in front of him too.
But do you go in front of them, though?
No, just Owen.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go in the middle.
I'm gonna assume that it then goes Gentle and then Murphy.
Yes.
Okay.
I must be prepared for retreat.
So tell me, which way you going, Hayes?
I'm going left.
Yeah.
Did we get a short rest out of that?
The book reading.
Book reading break.
Yes. You
That was
would.
a while.
Just a hit die. Oh shit! I forgot to play the game. I'm like, oh wow. Mechanics.
Die
Yeah.
is health, so you do not get
No.
hit die is health. You get all those back after a week. Okay. Where do you go?
Forward, retracing the steps we took last time we went through the script.
Should I go ahead and just put you there then?
I think we'd be going up to the spike trap. As
If
well.
nothing happens, yes, up until the trap, right in front of it.
Roll a history to remember where it was.
Can I, as Hayes, remember where it was?
Yeah, point at it.
Alright, I'm stopping right in front of that. On this tile that I'm at right here,
There's a
stop
TV
me
table.
there.
Point at it.
I think it's right. I'm stopping right at this line.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's there.
You got it, bro!
Wow.
How did I forget?
I remember it, so I
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
How do you guys try and get over this?
Where's the ladder?
okay, before that, do we have a goal? We're just running
Yes, we
through
are
this.
finding this business document that you need so badly, and that I also need so badly now.
The documents.
And then the jewel.
Well, yes, that too.
Okay.
That's
Well, who has the ladder?
There's two ladders, and I set that one down. We'll use both of them. If we need
Well, how are we going to place it correctly on the other side? Oh, wait. Can I have the one with the letters? Alright, I'll take one. Oh, and you grab the other side. And then I'll kind of wait for him to float over. And then I'll kind of slowly let it down until he grabs it. And then set it down.
You're a strong man for your age.
Do you do that with both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Whole ladder by
So,
himself.
go ahead and roll
go.
a dex to get over it with advantage.
Alright. I will be going last.
Who's up?
Me. Advantage, you say?
Yes, I did say.
You did say. This is incredible. 22. Wow.
Hey! You're over it with no problem.
I fear neither
You-
man nor beast.
As
ladder's-
you step onto it, proudly, you feel them start to shake, and then you, carnival, lean over and grab onto him, and you just sort of spider climb to the other side. Who goes next?
I'll go.
Go ahead and roll
Okay.
dex with advantage.
Beep, 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 beep. That is super cool. Hilarious. Not amazing.
Did you make it though?
Yeah, I got a what?
One.
That's not a number.
12?
You die.
So?
You're dead.
As you step onto it, you get about halfway there, and you hear a creak,
Dust.
and then you speed your way forward.
Yep.
Who's up next?
That would be me. It's a good thing we have advantage, my friends. It did not help. 8.
Okay.
There's a creak in the.
And as you step, you feel it snap, push through. And you take 3 damage as it skids up your leg.
Ouch.
That actually sucks.
Right into the back of your
Yeah, that's not fun.
It skids up the right side as you snap one of the legs. And it goes up the side of your calf.
Dude, I don't know why that gets me so.
Because that's like, that's real, that's visceral. I've hurt my leg, not that badly, but like, I've hurt my leg before.
I've fallen off a bike.
Yeah, this is...
from the fish
I don't like that.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
It's
inside.
dread.
All right. I look across at you, and you can tell I'm kind of looking almost through you as I say, "All right, Owen, I'm going to need some help with this." And then I kind of get on all fours preparedly, and then like waddle my way across.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
It was a natural 20 for the first time.
I saw. So, as you get on all fours, you place, and then you forget that one is broken, and as you feel your way push through it, you feel another hand press and hold it forward.
I continue going.
Owen.
How loud was it when the ladder... Was it the rung of the ladder that
It was
snapped?
just a single rung.
Okay.
A single rung snapped and fell through. So you heard the twigs. And then, as you see the gentleman limp forward, you can see the skin peeling up the side of his leg.
How did
As
you
it
manage
sort
to
of
break a
flaps
ladder?
off.
Are you alright? I'll just help you.
I appreciate it.
Oh, do you
And I don't know, someone apparently bought the world's shittiest ladders. Nothing against you.
We have a knack for it.
Should we leave them there or pick them up?
Leave that one there, we've got one more.
I set down both of them.
I mean, we can all go up one at a time.
Take the one that isn't damaged. Give it to you.
I don't take it.
I'll set it down.
Can Owen just hold it?
Owen, would you be willing to hold the ladder?
See the ladder. you hear it beep, beep, as it scrapes against the floor.
He's not very strong like this.
Now, if memory serves, I do believe there's another trap up ahead, right here in this corridor.
You had to reach around it last time.
Yes.
What did we use?
I used my cane.
Ah, yes. Would you mind doing that again?
Owen, can you go trigger the trap, please?
I'll hide in the same corner I did last time.
And I also hide on the edge.
I'll follow.
You see it just walk forward. Tell me when you stop, Mobius.
Yeah, I stopped. I know it's in that itch because it hit the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I know if he's gonna do it, so I'm just not gonna.
How close are you two following?
I'm following close, fine, gentlemen.
Like 2 or 3 paces behind Mobius.
Okay. So as you sweep it, as Owen sweeps forward, you see him step, and then a whistle, as you see a small dart out of a shaft in the wall, and as it falls into the dirt.
It annoys me that it is not... that it is still functional after having been used last time. And come to think of it, the pit was covered up as well.
Is the darts from last time in the dirt?
No.
So someone is not only cleaning coffins, but also resetting traps.
As much as I hate to admit it, yes.
It's most likely
Someone lives here.
Now we know.
also thing. We're talking monsters.
It could be a caretaker.
I doubt it's a monster if it's able to set traps.
Owen's pretty smart. He's a monster.
He still
technically.
requires your commands.
That's true.
Okay. So we keep moving?
Past this dart trap?
Press it again, see if it works again.
Oh, and just wave your hands all over the place. Try and set it off as much as you can.
Nothing.
He's definitely trying.
It could be a weight thing. Does he not weigh anything?
He only set it off once.
Just set it off, yeah.
I know, but there could be... Okay.
Well, you guys moved past it the first time, right?
No.
No, we stopped here and then went back because I had been stabbed mortally. We were scared.
Right.
May I see your cane?
Yes. Kind of give it to you.
I'll help you to a wall. Or something.
Oh, can hold me up.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stand kind of in this corner, and then I'm gonna like jab down on the space.
Okay.
See if anything happens.
Hide right behind here.
Ding, ding,
Right
ding.
behind the corner as you
Oh,
notch at it.
I'd wait for them to get out of the way.
yeah. You moved me in between those two coffins.
Okay. Anybody else?
In fact,
I can't see where
you hiding behind that corner was like, I
Oh,
might
yeah,
get
that's
away with something.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm fine where I am.
Okay. Move you forward so you know. Okay. You hear a rustle as you displace the stones. And you're able to jam it into something and you feel it give way. And as you pull back, you hear the rocks crackle and reset. But nothing else happens.
Looking at this, can I see anything like that? Is there any visual change to the rocks that were jabbed at?
Roll a perception.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, so.
So,
I'm in a
15.
position to see it as well, so I'll look.
No?
So it went through the rocks, and then they reformed, essentially.
You went, jabbed, hit, went for a second time, and it jabbed, gave way, and tightened around so you didn't see any hole not caused by the cane.
Oh, so it...
And it went through, and you felt this sort of clod around it. And then you pulled it back, as if it turned to gravel.
And it didn't look weird at all to us.
You saw the cane go through, but
Oh, okay.
the stones look the same now.
I look back.
do it again.
Same sequence of events plays.
I'm gonna not pull it out. I want to keep it in there. See what
Okay.
happens.
Do you let go?
If it tugs, fuck that.
There is no tugging.
I'll let go. See if it stands up on its own.
You hear it, and you see it just stand moving straight.
So, issue, that could be potentially our legs. I don't know how it works, but it's definitely not for our benefit.
Arcana, is
Go ahead.
this magic?
I agree.
Ooh, 6.
Bruh.
Not my thing, bro.
10.
You have no clue. However, you are able to pick up the faintest bit of mana from it.
I want to see if I can check if the wall itself has any magic illusions on it to try and hide the trap.
You're
There's
able to
something here.
you're able to
I
smell
agree.
it like sulfur. Go ahead.
Alright. Probably not.
Okay.
Can I pull it out now?
Yep.
Oh, it gives?
You hear it back.
What on?
Owen, can you try and set off the trap again?
Nothing.
Alright, I think we can just keep going.
Can Owen see what's under this stone?
Oh,
Can he
yeah.
go through it?
And then I have Owen kind of
Get 2 in a row.
move his head close to the stones and see if he can see through them at all.
As it pushes through, you just see more stone.
Alright, Owen, stick your head through it.
more stone.
I think it's entirely magical.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He can't say anything. It's probably magic.
Do you keep going?
I think that we can come back to this at some later time.
We
Maybe
can
we-
examine the other side.
Exactly that.
Maybe we'll find something and become more sure of this side before we're ready to reinvestigate it.
Okay.
Turn around, head the other way.
Okay. Where do you guys go?
I start walking backward toward the pit,
Where?
but not all the way there. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop right at this T junction
Okay.
and take a look to my left.
Yeah, we walked past.
And
Yeah.
investigate for traps. Wait.
See, nothing has been set off.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Are we falling behind him?
I am.
Or is
You
that,
can
is
if
that
you
a,
want.
are you? Yeah, I definitely want to keep pace.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. And then are you keeping pace?
I
Okay.
grab the back.
And then you're behind.
Yes, I'm behind the gentleman. And keeping watch out behind us.
I'm right there.
Don't
Checking
flinch.
that spot.
Okay. With a 14, you pad your foot and dip back. Tap, tap. Nothing happens. You take another step forward. Tap the dirt.
That's what I'm worried about.
Nothing.
Was this open before?
Yes, it's always
Yes.
been here.
Oh.
Yes.
I forgot to put this part on my map, so don't forget. I'm gonna mark the 2 locations of the traps on my little map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure that's up to date.
I'm changing the time of day. It's about 4. So you can see that it's a little bit darker.
I'm going to mutter something underneath my breath, casting guidance upon myself.
Okay.
Epic.
What do you do?
I continue walking forward.
Okay. As you do, make a dread save.
Attaboy.
9.
You hear. Tell me when to stop.
I hear?
Tell me when to stop.
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I was like, stop hearing.
Here or farther back?
I think I would have stopped. Like 1 hex, back diagonal hex.
I'll be right behind.
Right here?
That, yeah, right there.
Shake.
When I
Okay.
have to,
Keeping pace.
make a decision about
Gentleman's
where to
keeping
move.
pace.
Yes.
Murphy's right behind him.
And once they enter into this room, I will be staying in the hallway and looking through Owen's eyes rather than entering myself.
Okay.
Do we all dread?
No, you're not close enough to see it.
It.
Right now, you're just obscured by the branches.
Ooh, does he stop in his tracks?
Yes.
Hmm?
As you look and peer forward, you hear a rattle and a shake. Something reorients itself. Click, click, click. And then the jostling of random metals shaped in a way ancient to you, way before your time. It's short, stout, but developed only at the bone, as it looks and scrapes at a gravestone. You see no sinews, no joints, nothing is left but bone, with the frail raiments of the dwarf clad across it. You can see the puffs have now dilapidated and instead fall gaps hiding where the small filigree was. The bonds, however, still luster and shine to you as you see him scrape.
Do I go up any dread?
You can't look at it, as seeing that blasphemes your very eyes, and you look forward and out.
Are you okay?
Just nothing. I'll just continue onward. I will turn to my right.
This way.
Yeah, down that.
We can't
or
quite
this way.
see.
No, not that way.
Okay.
Oh, we can go there. It's just under a tree.
Yeah, I'm going down that way, following. Oh, is there no? I thought there was a path there
There's
still.
a lot more.
I thought there was a path. Never mind. I don't go that way.
Okay.
Humana. Well, yeah, I guess I will actually go to my left.
Can I see the
Okay.
And
Can I see some of the headstones?
Not yet.
No, we're being
You can't.
tree.
When
They're standing
he
in the way of each
moves,
other.
Mm-hmm.
you can see past him. Make a dread.
So now.
Yeah.
Natural 1, baby. Baby crazy.
You're alarmed. You didn't think that magics and creatures of this nature traveled past the manor. But the idea of it being hostile to you stills your heart to a single beat. 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 And as it's still placated and passive, you feel the urge to move away.
Yep.
I see.
Back the way I came. Excuse me.
Good.
I will tug on you, because I care about you.
Wow.
Now you can move forward and you can see the headstones. And
Well,
you do.
I follow him.
I will
'cause he
look
took
up
my
and
hand.
come on.
Okay.
We have no business.
I just kind of push past Vic until down.
So you go up this way.
yes, and as I do so, I look downward toward the ground,
Okay.
I'll send the specter up with him.
Okay.
quietly praying to myself as I walk forward, once again casting guidance.
Roll
I'll be
a
looking
religion.
through his eyes.
Oh, hold on, we can't just leave him.
Everyone's right.
Let's go.
No, there's something in there.
12.
12. What do you
It's in
pray?
the way.
As you see the setting sun shine on you.
Fill this vessel with courage. Protect from the foul horrors of this world. And 1 second. For man's actions in life shall guide him to death.
Make your dread save again.
11.
11. You find yourself able to move forward. Do you stay on the dirt? Or do you not care?
I don't care. The dirt's gonna bring me closer to that. No.
So you go this way.
Yeah.
My specter keeps up with them, and I'm seeing through my eyes, through his eyes.
And you see the dart.
Well, I'm
What
not.
tile is the dart on?
This one, right here. Oh, you do not see my mouse? This one.
Okay.
The one
Yeah, I was
right
gonna
by
say
the
that.
entryway. Okay, back to main gang. What are you guys doing?
There's something in there. And I know it's of no surprise considering all the warnings we've been given, but there's a
And we need you.
It's alive. It
You're
should be
psyching yourself out. Yes, I know. The bones literally moved out of the grave.
Yeah, but now it's in there,
Yeah.
and we can. So fuck it. No.
You didn't think this was gonna happen? You just thought we were gonna walk through and just narrowly enough.
I preferred it not to happen.
Well, it was going to. It's inevitable.
I'm not fucking going in there. I'm here for a story, not a death sentence.
Then watch our backs. Don't leave the crypt.
Fuck's sake.
You don't have to enter there. Just watch our backs. I'm all outside.
Don't.
Okay.
Fucker.
How far do you go?
I don't know.
I go about right there. Yeah. And I'll start, like, stealthily trying to walk along.
Can I see the
Tree
gentleman
line.
through Owen?
Yes, you can, because Owen, for your reference, is right behind Solale. That space right behind it.
In that case, I would move closer to the gentleman, the Soleil's returning to safety. Or Owen would move there. I'm keeping
'Kay.
me separate.
Both of you make dread saves.
May I not look at it and avoid even coming in contact with it by just going through the brush?
You can remake your dread save.
Awesome.
13?
I will. Or I got 7.
No,
7.
I don't make it.
Okay. So, as you see it through Owen's eyes, you feel a need to whip around. Make a wisdom save.
17.
And before Owen can be whisked away from you, you solidify him there. And while it doesn't seem any threat, so you still hold it within you to move. You can't bear yourself to look at it. And what did you get? 13? 13?
I will move in between these two coffins, but and then
Point at it one more time.
and I'll
Right.
just kind of whisper to you as I go. It's like, don't worry, Owen is here.
Okay. You have never seen this magic properly displayed before. And you have never ever seen it actually work in action. Its movements and mannerisms seem uncanny. And despite you knowing how this works, you can't help but still feel it resonate as unnatural. And with disgust, you avert your eyes from it.
How bright is it in here?
This is basically the woods.
Okay, I'll try to hide in the tree and sort of make my way over.
Okay, make stealth.
24.
Okay.
Hey.
And you said you wanted to read the gravestones.
No. I
Okay.
want to precisely avoid that.
Sweet. Are you in front of them or behind them?
About right here.
Okay.
I am gonna like look around for anything besides the monstrosity.
I'm gonna.
Perception with disadvantage.
Can I move to the location that the coffin that we destroyed used to be in? And see if it's still there, or if it was replaced.
Swoop.
Oh boy. Okay. In that case, I will lie down on the ground
Okay.
and cast Silent Image, creating a coffin around me.
Okay.
6.
6.
Yeah.
You don't see anything that you couldn't already see on the map.
Before I
Like right now, at this moment.
I will look to you and be like, don't worry, I will see you all through Owen's eyes. as I lay down on the ground and the coffin shimmers and appears around me.
Great. Fantastic foreshadowing.
I will. What are you doing? What's over here?
Just the way we came to earlier. I was hoping to find a better way around.
I think we have an inevitable confrontation with this thing in the center.
I do believe so.
Although, let's see.
I think I'll have Owen move slightly closer to the other gravestones to see how dirty they are.
Which ones? The ones right by it?
Yes.
Okay. You go and you see that they are basically spotless.
Does, from what I saw of the creature before, does it look anything like a machine, or does it have the qualities of like?
Roll an Arcana.
Okay.
I am going to enter that sort of possession state. Shake me if it starts to move.
It?
The thing in the bed.
I would rather not look at it.
If you hear it coming, then I'll start looking in my into Aster's through Aster's eyes and have him fly around the top and see if he can see anything else.
Okay. To you, there is no machinery. There is no flesh. There is nothing keeping this skeleton together except for itself. Something within the skeleton is not done working. And as your bird flies around, roll a perception.
Alright. That is a 12. Let's go. Yes.
12. Okay. Right around here, you're able to see the glimmer of something gold. It seems
Dubious.
exactly that,
Gold.
as it's scattered in front of this grave.
May I attempt? I think I've realized there is little way to our goal that does not involve facing this thing in the courtyard. I'm gonna make an attempt to steel myself, steel my resolve, and gather up, say, the courage to face it. Not that I want to right now,
Yes.
but put myself in the right state of mind.
Go ahead and make a dread save.
Yo.
19.
Yo.
You make the Felden pillars, and you are able to face the creature.
When the time comes, I will be ready.
Owen will be keeping a watchful eye towards the two of them to see if they come anywhere closer to the creature.
I'll have Aster
Or if the
continue.
creature moves as well.
continue to look past the dirt path.
You see that it is mostly just wood.
There's no other entrance
No.
to the rest of the crypt. All of it go into the hole. No, wait, is it like an empty grave?
If that's your best guess.
I'll have it perch on the edge.
Okay.
Just
Make a
peer in.
perception.
16.
I see.
As
Said the bird.
you see it flutter, and from the corner of your eye, you can hear that. And turning towards it. As it simply moves. It's right here. And as it perches down and looks in, you can see almost like a river. This bone notching like a spinal column flowing underneath the hole. And you wait a second, notch, and you can see the actual rib of the spine jut out past it in this little alcove, that little extra section. And you just see it go.
I'm confused. So there's a rib coming out of the ground?
So you know the little spike out of your spine? The little bit jut? That's what I meant.
Okay, so there. I can
It's
see
not
it
coming out of the
vertically.
hole. You can just see it through that extra little lip. Just barely.
The vertebrae. So how big are they?
You stare into the hole, and you see the vertebrae completely take up this, like, 4-foot diameter hole. You wait, and then you see it bracket. You wait, and then you see it bracket.
How far apart?
Like 30 seconds.
Wait, what? Now I'm confused. They're moving?
It's flowing like a river.
Oh, epic.
So it's just giant vertebrae after giant vertebrae.
Okay. Gotcha. Look up.
Make a dread save.
Cool. Total 20.
And you are now able to face the creature as you see this horrid abnormality and you scoff at it. Roll an Arcana.
19.
And as you get hit with almost a breath of sulfur through Aster's nostrils, you can smell the tainted and misused mana coming from the vertebrae.
What is this?
You see it for nothing more than mana.
What is this thing doing? Wielding a weapon towards Aster?
You see it simply hold its skeletal hand and start to itch.
Aster disappears. As I dismiss him.
It's now confused.
You see it reorient itself and go back.
I'm going to
To
have,
the same gravestone?
Yep.
I'm going to have Owen pick up a small like chunk of like dirt or mulch and then just place it on top of the gravestone next to the beam.
You see it look up and click and brush it away. And look back.
I'm going to do it the same thing on one that's out of its line of sight, from what I can tell.
Okay. You see it reorient, look, walk over, and brush it off.
Which one does it walk over to?
I would put it on like that one.
Okay.
So it would be the farthest down.
Murphy.
So for the viewer at home, there is 4 rows of graves. There are 2 in the front, with a hole seemingly pulling the other 2 down. Then there are 2 sets of 4 in the middle, and then the last row is just simply 2 graves off in the far end, with the farthest having some gold scattered in front of it.
Murphy, if you can hear me, try using Owen to read the name on the headstone that the thing keeps returning to.
I'll do the same thing again, so that it walks away, and then I'll have Owen stand in its place and look over the gravestone.
You read it as... What languages do you know?
Akash, Southern, Central, North, West, and Khan.
Okay. Can't read it.
Can I tell from the characters of the names I read before that it's in similar Dwarvish?
No. This looks distinct. And as you look at the square runes jutting out at you, you can't really gather anything.
As a similar test, I will have him move over to where the gold pieces are.
Okay.
Kind of count how many there are, just by looking.
16.
60?
16.
Okay, 16. Interesting. And then he'll simply take the top one off and set it on the ground next to it.
Nothing happens.
Take the bottom that he just set on the ground and place it on top of the gravestone.
Click, click. And you see him get up and pick it back up and put it back on the ground.
Does he put it back on the ground or back on the stack?
There was no stack. They were just sort of like...
Just a little pile. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very
They were
neat
just brushed
little
around.
tower.
No.
Okay. In that case, if he takes no interest in that, I'll wait till he moves away.
You do notice a character on this gold
Oh.
that you have not seen before on Crushian coin. However, as you look among the rest of the stack, you're able to see Crushian coin intermingled.
Interesting. I'm not about grave robbing. I'll have Owen scoop all of the pieces up in his hands, and he'll wait to see if the beast does anything. And then he will simply move towards the way that he entered. So, on the southern side. So, the snuff.
Kibbity bap. As it just floats away.
Incredible. And then it will simply drop the pieces at Mobius's feet.
And you hear them clatter to the stone.
Or set them down. He's not that dumb.
And you hear them gently clink against the stone.
I do not pay them. I'm gonna sit down
Well,
and I'm just gonna.
I couldn't see anything in this room other than that gold.
That gold's moving.
What that gold do? I'm just gonna start writing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to describe what I saw until it is just the words.
Okay. Go
What do you
ahead and
recommend?
roll a performance.
Documents, at least I do not see them.
No.
But there's also something completely
11.
unexplainable
11.
within
Okay.
that hole.
I turn around to look at the hole.
It is below it. I don't think we can see it from here.
Oh, I turn around in the direction the gentleman has pointed.
You just see the hole. You don't see anything into it.
Through Astra's eyes, I saw something like more larger bones moving, which is what worries me. But I do not understand that nature.
Larger bones moving.
It seems that this thing is the janitorial staff of this place. And if that is all that it is, we should be fine to leave it be.
Did it look to be wielding any weapons when I saw it?
As uncomfortable as that may make us, I think we should explore the other side before we continue past this trap.
looked to have a very cruel and rusted morning star on its head.
Can Owen tell what is holding it onto his head? If it's like a leather strap or like a button.
It's a leather strap.
Okay. I think I'll have Owen place a piece of dirt atop the gravestone closest to the hole, and wait to see him approach, and see if his path would make it so that his morning star would be slightly above the big hole.
Okay. As you turn to look, expecting the skeleton to be there, you see that the creature has disappeared.
I have Owen immediately rush as quickly as possible towards the pile of gold.
Ruh-roh.
Okay.
Which is now next to me.
Yes.
Zoinks!
This is some interesting treasure.
Oh, I would be, I guess, above it.
The audience
Oh yeah, he would be
watches
standing here.
The monster.
Yeah, because I'd be on the other side of the gold because he dropped it in front of me.
So you would be oriented like
Yeah.
this
Yes.
in this pseudo triangle.
And that was not. I was there. No, that's sorry. The monster? No, there's no. There's no monster.
As you look up from your book, close.
Bonk.
Make a dread save.
Easiest game of my life. Fuck. 8.
Okay. You instantly run.
Oh no, the trap.
The other way.
As
Sorry,
you
Miss
lock
Elf.
eyes with it, your mind starts to fill in the gaps. As you see the sinews of the eyes sort of unravel and generate in front of you. And as you can see his eyes grow, then the skin try and take its place. And then a beard, and then hair. You blink, and you see her. And you run.
I'm breaking line of sight.
Bing!
Whoa, I meant turn right, but that works.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You don't even know who you are.
Yeah, you're running.
Yeah, you're in a dead sprint. Dead
Easy.
sprint, cold sweat.
I'm assuming this is something that's
Well, you-
readily apparent to the two
Yes.
of us looking in that direction.
So you're looking over and then you hear them run past you.
As soon as I hear footsteps,
Yeah,
I move to
turn.
shake you.
Well, I'm talking to you now because I
Oh,
was
I
next
see.
to Aster, so
And you find yourself at this turn. Do you keep going?
No.
Okay. Then
If I have the option to be logical, then no.
you push yourself and comb yourself off into a corner.
No flank. I'm gonna make a history check to remember what his god was called.
Go ahead.
Because I don't know any other ones. 10.
10. You've only ever heard it called God.
Okay, God.
This is me.
How many takers? I've seen things I don't normally see, want to see, experience. What would he say? Give me some kind of guidance to. Fuck. Nose and book.
Okay. And
Nerds aren't right.
as you are currently of the appearance of a casket,
Yes.
you see the creature pick up the gold and go back.
And my drip.
It worked.
You're playing prop hunt.
Because I started moving down the hallway,
Yeah.
bouncing.
Hey, what's your taunt?
Is the skeleton making enough noise that we would hear it walking out of the other passageway?
No.
So, as it comes back in, just watching it, is it wearing anything that
You
would
do
cause
see
it to
it-
be
No.
quieter?
When
Is
it,
it
To cause
completely-
it to be quieter? No. It's just not wearing anything to give off noise.
since Owen is watching it walk back, can I possibly have Owen try and like untie the leather wrapping around its mace so he drops it?
Make a sleight of hand to try and get to the right moment.
Let's go.
Thanks, Evan.
14.
Okay. Feel Owen go to the buckle. Click. And then you see it snap across the Morning Star and rip it free of its binds.
Oh, does that make noise?
Yes.
I put my hand on my whip.
As you
Heretic spotted.
I hear heresy.
as he holds the Morning Star close to him and continues on.
No.
I'll have Owen go up to the dirt there and just kind of write a little M and then an arrow pointing to where Mobius went.
Yeah. Does it seem to, when it like grabs hold of its Morning Star, does it start to become more aware? Does it like frantically
No.
move its head about?
You see him stay tacked and cold.
Where did Mobius go?
As you guys are like walking through the dirt
Mhm.
path, I'll try and have Owen draw the M in the dirt.
I will intentionally ignore it
Okay.
as that's spooky.
You guys continue down.
I will.
Where's Mobius gone?
Mobius!
Did you guys see me transform into a coffin either?
No.
Oh.
We have no idea what's going on. Oh, I certainly have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so.
My bad.
I saw an M appear in the ground.
Actually,
And-
won't peek my head around. I will rip out a page from my notebook, crumple it up, and throw it around the corner.
Seeing that paper come up, I'll message you. Mobius, is that you?
Yes. Is. How are you. No. Yes. It's safe.
Where did Buffy?
Paper came from.
Mobius. Paper Mobius.
Oh,
I will follow behind the gentleman.
I will rip out the page with the description of it and throw it.
Owen,
Buffy, wherever you are, we're moving this way.
Owen will push past the elderly man
Okay.
and go up to Mobius.
Okay.
I will.
Tell me when to stop moving.
Right there.
Okay.
That juncture.
You stop at a corner lit by two
What are those?
dropped braziers. Pots filled with steaming coals that are lit aflame. And in the middle, a single,
Bless you.
thank you, sealed coffin.
I will, focus my forehead again and cast a message in that other direction, seeking for it to find Murphy. And
Do you put it back down the way you came?
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Roll to hit.
That's funny.
You're not aiming
No.
for the coffins, are you?
Okay.
Oh.
Joke's on you, I'm already dead.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
I will.
Where did Murphy go?
I don't know. His friend dropped gold at my feet, and then the thing came to me. Fucking idiot.
Did he leave?
Well, not you. I love you.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good prank.
Haha, I put the monster on you.
Aggro.
Owen will continue down this way and look to see if there's anything ahead that could be of danger.
As you do, you begin to feel a weaker but familiar chill. As you see more of them crowding the halls of the ever-narrowing crypt.
I will have Owen stay in place, drop my control of him, and also drop my silent image. Or, not drop my silent image yet, but go back into my own body and observe through the inside of the coffin to see if there's anybody outside.
Roll a perception.
Cartoonized.
16.
16.
Hopefully my coffin isn't getting cleaned.
What's your spell save DC?
It will be 14.
Okay. As you look around,
Don't.
you find yourself chilled. As at your feet is the creature.
Is he looking at my coffin?
Yes.
Vibe check.
Is he holding his mace?
Yes.
Whatever.
I will have Owen. My coffin is still here.
Mm-hmm.
If he raises his mace like he's going to attack, then I will perform a different action. But Owen will quickly return to down the hallway, and
Okay.
will cast.
Does he bump into us?
Yes, he does bump. Well, he travels through you.
You feel it?
Yes.
He gives you a horribly cold shiver down your spine. And then from the from the mist, you can see because I can cast spells through him. So whenever he casts a spell, he loses his invisibility.
Yeah.
So you can see a hauntingly ghostly specter appear.
I
After
am not looking in that direction.
5'5" weasel.
about 5 foot behind you, and then through his fingers, Mind Sliver is cast directed towards the beast.
Okay. Is that a save?
Yes, he makes a save. Intelligence.
Does that make a noise?
He fails.
You can hear what sounds like bones separating from each other and skin being pulled
Oh no! Immediately turn around.
apart. As you
Yeah.
look to see the specter, it is dressed like me.
And you will see the scene
Oh, okay, good. So it's no
of
Yes.
you see the scene of the skeleton holding its morning star, looking down at an opened coffin.
It's closed.
A closed coffin.
I'm hiding in it. So.
And then
don't believe it can move.
a specter appear in front of you, mangled horrifically,
Yeah, that's an immediate
and
whip out.
and all of the skin peel forward, lash, and whip into a piece of energy that launches forward and dings the skeleton. Roll damage.
Sweet.
Dink.
Yes, separate. And
Uh-oh.
4 psychic damage. And if it makes a saving throw, it is reduced by 1d4.
Okay.
Yo, nice.
Full.
Yes.
And as it is stricken by Owen, my loving friend and compatriot, The that is my action. So if we're placed into combat through this, then I can't do anything else.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative for me.
Yeah.
First initiative.
First roll over 10 in the dungeon.
Yo.
18.
Yo, bro.
Okay. What did you roll for initiative?
Well,
I rolled
yes.
16.
But
Okay.
We need to move.
spooky shit's happening right now.
I'm not super.
You rolled an 18?
I rolled a natural 18 for 22.
Okay.
Owen will, as flavor, move his other arm that isn't casting a spell backwards
18
towards
total.
you and make a thumbs up.
That's Owen.
16. We roll pretty okay. What did you get, Mitch?
Okay.
16.
No, me too.
What's your bonus?
Plus 4.
My plus one.
Gentlemen,
Bruh.
you are up first.
Alright.
You are quite a ways away.
Yes. Excuse me, would you duck down just a moment?
I will, duck down into the side.
My hand out and then and launch fireball.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That'd be 15.
15. You got him.
Oh, maybe then. We're looking at 10 fire damage.
Max?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Epic.
Very beautiful. First
Mhm.
combat. Good damage. I will be murdered in a single second.
So, Lale, you're up.
I'll spend the rest of my time after I launch that fireball looking down the other paths of the corridor
Okay.
and just sort of
Roll a
preparing
perception.
for more shenanigans to come around that corner. 10.
10.
Yeah.
You see these skeletons frozen. Similar, but instead of the pure white, almost bleached skeleton at the end of where you just shot your fireball, you see 3 cracked and yellower skeletons.
Oh,
The wise
I understand.
Okay.
Dungeon solved.
In which direction are these?
Epic!
one. I'm glad you think so.
And they are to your left.
I see.
That's probably where
Okay,
Dungeon solved.
Yeah.
No, it can't be worked.
you're up.
That's respect.
Okay.
How's it hitting fire?
Oh, because it's your game.
So,
I mean, it's only whichever one is right.
is it?
They put it in.
Also, when he
When this evil specter appears in front of me,
wearing my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
yes, wearing your clothes,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It obviously
is
kills you.
this,
Is this
how do I say this, blatantly obvious that it is not going to attack me?
Roll insight.
He does put up a thumbs up.
8.
With advantage.
Alright, fine.
Put a thumbs up.
He did put the thumbs up.
Did put the thumbs up. Damn it.
To describe it, because he's a little bit away from you, his shoulder and elbow does break backwards.
That does
in
not
order
help.
to show you the thumbs
With
up.
disability.
Malignant! Anyway, your turn.
Good reference.
Alright. Are the
Friendly fire.
previously mentioned group of 3 skeletons, am I aware of this?
No.
Okay. Well, I will run toward the shambling custodian.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how far.
Is the custodian
One back.
rattled?
6.
6. Got it. You will be right next to it.
Yes. Ooh, well, no, I do want one back. I super capped.
Okay. So you only move 25 feet of your movement.
That's the stuff. And I will make an attack with my bullhide whip.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 21 to hit.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, you're epic.
Roll your damage, bud.
Ooh. I'm excited.
It's gonna be nasty.
Yes, 8 damage. It is serrated.
He
I
is
believe in the damn.
super bloodied.
Cool.
Back.
It wouldn't
No.
bleed.
You're good.
Also, it is aiming at my coffin. But you wouldn't know that.
It's
Being a janitor.
alright. That ends my turn.
You're up.
Wow. I will use my action to have the coffin that I'm hiding in stand up on its own and then transform its shape and figure into a copy of you.
Okay.
Dislike.
And it will move. In this action, it will move opposite, so it's standing there
Okay.
We are ready.
behind the monster.
We will use
Directly behind?
that already placed coffin as the marker.
Yes, and I will rise from within inside where the coffin used to be.
Okay. That is an attack of all.
Oh, you're right.
Curious magics indeed.
I was hoping it would attack the figure and not me.
Okay. 17.
That hits. Well, goodbye.
Well,
And it's over.
it's
Pretty
not,
good
it's
roll.
not a spike pit. You're fine.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Fun.
Okay. You are taking 4 damage.
What did I say?
And
Clip
make
it.
a con save.
Clip that. Clip
Clip
that.
that. Clip that.
Alright, the console.
This is serious. We please.
No, can you
It's
clip?
going to be a 1.
Can you clip?
A 1
No.
is natural.
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
Needs to be preserved.
That's
forever.
very
You can see it,
not
Chad.
proper.
Nothing has yet been
It is
clipped.
very I'm going to have
Alright.
to ask for these back.
Okay.
He's blatantly recorded the video.
You are now victim to a bruising blow
Okay.
That sucks.
as he swings it over and right into the side, and you feel it just push back. And
He's pit boy
go ahead
wild.
with the rest of your turn.
For the rest of my turn, I will. If I move away from him, he will attack me.
Is there a spell?
Can Owen make? Not exactly sure. No, not yet. Okay. In that case, Owen will move,
Okay.
and he will move towards the other creatures and point in that direction.
Okay.
You can move ways. Your response reactions.
Oh, yeah. Then I will move towards my good friend, the old man, and hopefully get behind
My
him.
good friend, the named old man.
There you go.
Nice.
That's as far as you can go.
Yep.
With your grievous injury.
You can see me kind of limp towards you using my cane after he bashes me in the stomach.
Noted.
Both.
Will that be
Mobius,
even
you're up.
further- will that be even
Awesome.
further reduced by standing up?
So you could only move. Good job, Evan.
Evil mechanics, man.
Could I move on top of the coffin?
No.
Okay.
So you're all the way down here.
Yeah. I don't got much to do. Except, how many dread saves can I make in one turn?
You can make 1.
Ah.
Oh, when he does bash into me, I will wail out in pain.
Yeah, I imagine.
Ooh. I'll trigger.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down that hallway. I'll go down here.
Okay.
I'm
Owen
tired
kind
of
of
it.
like swifts past you and points in this direction as it begins to move forward.
6. Okay.
Weeb.
You can't see him yet. So right now you're okay.
Oh yeah, it's gamer time.
Go ahead and make your jet save. Also, for you guys,
Yes.
you see those green rings? That's your health.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Skeletons. Okay. You do anything else?
I can't.
Epic.
High level gameplay.
What? Give me a moment. So he moves forward.
No. I simply do not allow it. I simply will not.
And he tries to right into you.
Oh no.
Alright. That's cold shot.
18.
Yes.
Okay, for 9 damage.
Did we hear the number?
Okay, and you have fallen.
As as I see he's about to do this, I kind of look towards you and I go, "Don't worry, I shall become cursed."
Here's the bong sound.
Okay. So here's how the round goes. At the top, you see Gentle spin, look to his left, and see 3 skeletons waking up from their slumber and fire forward, trying to help his friends as it blasts into the side, quickly following the purple blast of psychic energy from Owen. Afterwards, Soleil springs into action and rushes forward to whip and lash, only assuming that must be Murphy. Murphy, trying to react and save himself, tries to distract the skeleton by raising the coffin, only to get swatted to the ground, hit once, trying to limp forward, and then bashed into the back of the head as he drops to the ground, after saying that he'll become a ghost. To you, Soleil.
To you.
We're back at the top. General, you're up.
I'll sort of like, how are they, the 3 other skeletons, are they moving
Not right now.
at all?
Roll a perception.
I can start. As I fall.
Yep.
He disperses. You see Owen return into it and just. What'd you get?
Total
I
20.
haven't seen
You see them shamble and begin to towards you.
Awesome. I move over here, just behind Mobius.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You have 10 feet more of movement.
I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So just this purple energy builds around the suit that I'm wearing, giving it more rigid structure. And then I will watch behind us.
Okay.
Pull on my dagger.
As you rush forward and draw. Next up is you. So
I will. Am I within touching distance of Murphy?
yes.
Alright. I will lean over and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Brain.
You can tell, since I've gone unconscious, that my skin has begun to fade and turn a very pale white.
It's almost like the hair is falling out of the scalp.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Wrong spell.
It's your fault.
I have killed him.
You turned me into a ghost.
I have casted Gross.
I will then step. Is that empty coffin filling the entire space, or can I step in that area unhindered?
It will be difficult terrain.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So yeah, I will step over there.
Oh no. Now he is in perfect vision.
Make a drag
Bruh. Oh, 18.
You steel yourself as you hear your friend clatter to the ground. You steel yourself and stare forward as you're able to face
Yeah.
skeleton.
As long as these things don't kill shot.
Let's go. Sick.
Is there anything else you can do?
Do not believe so.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they are jammed.
Conveniently,
It's how the game happens.
Mobius, you are up.
Alright, 32.
I just almost tried to move my
32
minion.
damage. If you don't hit
32
32 damage,
I
every
will still
attack.
pretend.
Every turn.
Yeah, that's a simple.
Go for it.
Are we? No.
Speed bump.
Speed damage, yeah.
Yo.
Every button,
12?
Attackers win.
All utility. We'll just roll all of them. Oh, yes. 22. And, nope. With an 8. So,
Okay.
2. I rolled a d4.
You got it.
My brother. Oh, maximum.
Oh, yo.
12 on the first.
He can't do 32 again. Failure.
Okay,
Disappoint.
he's gone.
Oh,
Epic.
let's go. Character. I just gave us no.
Here's how the round goes. Gentle, you react to the reinforcements coming to the left. You sprint down the path, clattering against the stone. Clop, clop. You feel the forces build a spectral armor around you. What does it look like?
It's sort of like this very like sleek purple glow that follows the same patterns that his suit has, and almost acts as an external vest to the suit.
Okay. And so, Leo, in response to Murphy clattering to the ground, you leap forward and dive into a coffin and press your hand against his back. And you feel your hand sink into him as almost gelled against by a slide. And a wave of light flushes around him. And you can see the cave in his head.
Yo. Don't.
And
My hat is
Mobius,
ruined.
as you look forward, you steel yourself and press. As you think that you are not in Gilmore Manor anymore. And you press forward, take 1 foot,
Amazing.
and press right into his sternum, and you can see him disassemble and fall apart. However, it's not over. As you hear the clattering, as you hear the clattering,
They're plug washing. We are using Spartan tactics
Yeah.
because we're siphoning them. So this is doable. You can't get swarmed.
I mean,
Oh god.
I wouldn't say can't.
Yes.
I understand the sentiment. I agree.
However, you're wrong.
What can I see?
No, like a research question.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going hilarious.
This is
as
going.
you see
You got
3
record
more
Huh?
sprint down,
Oh, yeah.
and Gentle, you're up.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. I'm going to sitting there, watching them, holding the dagger, just Fire another fireball. First
Okay.
one. All right. Another 15.
Attackers win.
Oh yeah.
As you see, these are almost picture perfect as they're stout and widened, holding these ancient rusted scimitars, almost crusted and broken apart, and these stout rhombus diamond shields blocking as he holds forward and brushes past.
Awesome. 2 fire damage, and then I will run around the corner onto the dirt path. See, get out.
You have 20 more feet of movement.
Appreciate it. I will step once to this space here, past the grass.
Okay. Right here?
Yep.
Okay. You have 15. You gonna use any more?
Nope.
Okay.
Standing right there.
Next up, Soleil.
I will turn to my left toward Mobius and offer him prayer as I cast Heroism.
Make a dread save.
You gave him heroin?
Again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does this help?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You have
Okay. Yo, 23.
What do you say in prayer?
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
You deserved it.
Please.
Mobius is dead.
That's fine. Honestly?
Bless this vessel with guidance and virtue, as those who suffer rise.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was going to. I know what I have to do. I remember now.
I know what I must do. What do I?
I feel like I just ate the Castle Crusher sandwich.
It's just 4 health. Temp health. Temp health. You get 4.
I know we're streaming, but what?
I wish I had some of that.
But this is only 6.
Yeah.
Not 4.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
Sick.
as you press forward, you see bolts of sunlight shine out of the heel of his hand. However, Soleil, you do not see them, as only Mobius is able to see the light you have cast. What else do you do?
I will then turn back around and cast upon Murphy Human Work.
Oh, the brain.
Smart man.
Ooh, that's 8 health that you get back, just straight up.
That's more than I had before the encounter.
Max. You'll go to see it.
I do. I'm in love.
Okay. Conveniently, Murphy, you're up.
As I will quickly stand up and go into the hallway and try and view the creatures marching down the corridor. I will, unknowing of what else to do, point my finger at them in a cloud, and as my digits among my fingers disconnect and kind of separate and elongate from each other, a cloud forming several Z's appears in the air as I cast sleep at them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. I will probably some D8s.
How many?
4 more.
Here's one. Are you good?
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Ooh. So, 14. And
Okay,
then
14.
15, 16, 17,
Yo.
and 21. 21.
21.
Yes. Starts with the creature with the lowest health.
Okay.
We all fall asleep.
They don't fall asleep, they fall unconscious.
That's so awesome. I
You
guess
see the skeletons return to rest.
All of them?
That's comedy.
How much was it again?
21.
However, one still stands as it holds its ground.
Blast.
Big.
So were they like?
You
That means
so
they have,
you
like,
see them
8.
clatter down and then just disassemble as they fall asleep.
The cloudy Z's, as they appear, they kind of smack each one in the face, but the third Z kind of like fades as it touches his face.
This is the time to break them.
You're up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try to get both of them.
Yeah.
How
You
far am I
are
away?
unable to be frightened.
You have
By
15
the way.
more feet of movement.
So I could. Okay, I'm just gonna put.
And that's what's
I'm gonna split fire, and unless it doesn't work, I'll keep going.
I mean, you could just roll it,
Yeah.
and then if it kills it,
Do I get advantage because he's?
yes.
That's incredible. Oh, 2 18s. Hilarious.
funny.
I wonder.
Does he?
I'll do that for hit first. Oh. Oh. 12.
Okay.
Probably.
Yep.
He's max.
Go ahead to the next one.
Oh. That's okay. 15.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Attackers win. Mobius disappeared.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
wrong
god.
one.
Oh. 11 for the second one.
Okay. So the skeleton is then up next.
You get one more attack.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
But I don't have advantage on him.
Yes.
So,
Hit him, bro.
I'll
hit
do
him.
it.
Are you
Go back.
gonna not try?
Nah, I miss.
That's bad.
But I will use
Give your best shot.
to do more.
No.
You start with 3, right?
Oh, as I rise from the ground,
I can't.
my coat
I can't.
returns to my
I
face
have
and my hair begins to grow.
we just can't show like paper stuff. We can't like show
Very
the
cool.
book.
I'm gonna do Fury.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Fury.
One misses, one super hits.
Okay.
This dude.
10.
This dude.
Okay.
Man, doing amazing.
That was just.
I mean, yeah, we have 3 attacks at level 1.
You're such a Chad.
It's crazy.
And with claws, it's just.
So here's how the round goes. Gentle spins around, sees them coming forward, launches a fireball. He tries to block, and it brushes past and hits him right in the chest. And then Gentle dashes into the woods. So Lael then takes it upon himself to make a word of prayer and blesses Mobius, while simultaneously offering grace to Murphy, emboldening him to launch forward into the skeletons, and Murphy to rise up, lean forward, and wave a mist, enchanting the skeletons back to rest. Mobius, taking the opportunity, launches forward and takes one large brachial hand and presses down, and then sweeps, flips back over, and squashes the third. And now the gentleman may rest.
When the
And that's where we'll end
Whoa!
this session. As it is
No!
12:02.
No!
There's so much more I want
There's
to
so
do.
much more.
Good
You'll
job.
just have to wait
Good
for next
job.
time.
Oh no!
When the skulls break, is it
You'll
like they're
have
just
to
empty?
come back.
Is there anything to eat?
Is there empty skulls?
I'm not gonna tell you this actually.
I've been paid.
Find out next time.
Oh.
On Temp
Temp
Health.
What?
Anyway.
What's the date of our next one?
The next one will be on the 15th. So, next session on the 15th, it will be 8 to midnight. Again, we're shifting, making sure it works. Hopefully we get more gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Real gamer. That's what I'm saying.
Real gamers.
It is gamer hours.
Absolutely.
Please.
Everybody's awake. Don't lie to yourself. Anyway.
Please drink your non-specific branded energy drinks.
To watch
We
the
haven't been
roster.
paid enough to give a brand yet.
Yeah.
Make sure you drink some Big K. Anyway. Yeah. Full video should be up here soon. Did we get session 2 up?
Yep.
Okay. So next week,
Let's go.
this full video will be on at 6. We'll make sure that the YouTube videos are on at 6 the next week, and then the streams will be 8 to midnight the week after. So on the 15th, and then stay tuned. Make sure you get context because we will be having the Halloween event where we'll hopefully we can get the whole party together.
Oh. Everyone.
But glad you could watch, see us.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hit up our Instagram if you want to say anything. And bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Woo.
Bye-bye.